We're gonna be real. What's up, you limp fucks? Every one of you sucks. How's it going? Yeah, what can I say? It's fine. Not this dick. That dick indeed. Also, we gotta do our intro beer. Brought to you by nobody because it's a Coors Light.
Hey.
I really wish I got a different beer.
It's fine. Coors Light is fine.
It's fine.
Don't you
It's
besmirch
nothing
their
special.
good name.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
having
Such a good name.
Ace Pineapple Craft Cider. Pineapple flavor.
Ooh, I should have grabbed a cider. Tequila with the year. It's been a fucking year? Jesus Christ.
Dang.
I mean, that checks out, I guess.
Year.
It'd been February, so yeah, it's that checks out. Because it was February. It was after I got, it was 2 days after I got laid off is when I started playing The Witcher. And she came on when I was playing The Witcher. That checks out. So, yeah.
Did the math.
It's been a fucking year. Every time I think someone broke in and left Bud Lights. I think I left Bud Lights, didn't I not? I know. What's going on, Frozen? Cheers, boys. How's everyone doing? I asked that very loosely.
Loose boys.
Because it doesn't matter. Jesus. As I'm putting up my lurks for people, and I just grow nothing but shame.
Why shame? Why are you ashamed?
I saw their content, and I was like, wow.
Oh. The content left you wanting.
No, the content did not. The content left me
unsatisfied. Oh no.
One was very similar to one of the characters. Then I had to delete tool that.
Uh-oh.
Yep. I got a prime receiver for light MG and follow 66, so I got that going for you. That's really cool. I got 3 mutations going for me on that. I got one that makes me jump higher, but mostly one that makes me do more damage with ranged weapons. It's fantastic.
How can you mutate in a way that makes so you hurt people more with a ranged weapon?
It's Eagle Eye, so I do more crits, so I can hit them.
Okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, most of the mutations are melee based. Other ones, marsupial legs, so I can jump a little higher. Cause I'm a fucking frog.
Don't think that's a marsupial, sir.
You're probably right, but I jump like a frog. I was trying to bring it back to Alex Jones, like we were talking about earlier.
Oh yeah.
So
those poor gay frogs.
You know?
I haven't heard this actually.
This is old as shit.
Well, you can't keep up with everything on the internet. As hard as I try.
I think Shmo Yoho has a song about it.
Just drinking sweet tea with ice so I can be cool. Is it wait, sweet tea? Is that the one where the guy like chucked somebody? Was that sweet tea?
No, you need a twisted tea for this.
Twisted tea. That's twisted tea.
Yeah.
That's right. I really do love our new background now. I love it.
It's really nice.
I love it. Pretty solid stuff. And I changed it enough so I can use it just fine.
We're in their airship. That's where you have to do the news.
Yeah. This is it. We're in a rough city.
Mm-hmm. Can't be on the ground.
Can't
That'd
be ridiculous. Ground. That's where plebs are. We're up high. Yeah, but I'm popping off actually. I got those things. I got the genes, so the mutations won't go away when I get rid of the radiation. I won my first Fallout Battle Royale, and I did it in the cheapest fucking way possible.
They put a Battle Royale in Fallout?
Oh, yeah. Fallout has a Battle Royale, and it doesn't play like the regular game in 76. They're all their own guns, so you can't find the same gun you played in the regular one. But they're kind of like it. They're all like fully kitted. It's weird. So I'm running around. I killed one guy who was in power armor because he's a bitch and a pussy who's in power armor. And I was running around, and then people were shooting at me, and I just kind of hid. I was like, fuck this. The circle's so small, and someone launches a nuke in the circle. So the whole circle's the nuclear fallout zone. So I ran out of it into the fire, burning. All of a sudden, everyone dies. There's nuclear fallout there. Radiation's through the roof. And I just run back in, suffering radiation. And then I see everyone's dying, and it's me and this other guy, and I happen to have a rat away. And then I could hear him in the distance freaking out because he started spazzing his gun. And then he died, and then I won, and then I got called a bitch.
Yeah, that'll show him. So you didn't shoot the nuke, though. I don't see why you're...
I know. I was like, you should have shot a nuke. I would have got killed in a gunfight. I suck in the Fallout, or the nuclear wasteland. I would need to lock it. Got to keep a deadly weapon safe. I think you're right. If Twisted Tea, you need to keep it in a gun safe.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
It's dangerous. What's Twisted Tea? It's a canned tea that's delicious.
Yeah, it's
Probably.
yellow. It's got a big yellow can.
You might use it to throw at somebody. It has crime deterrent built in.
I think it's the new Four Loko as far as what people think of it.
You should definitely buy it. You should definitely buy it.
I think it's weaker than Four Loko though. Isn't it
Where
like
can
only
you get it?
12%?
Wait, that Four Loko seltzer?
No,
Tea.
actual Four Loko.
Oh.
You know how much their stock must have went up after that video? Like,
So much.
I'm looking up how much Twisted Tea is. Ooh, a party pack's only $14. You could have a party with that pack.
How many are inside the party pack? Because I don't
12.
trust. Oh, well, they're only 5%, so
It was more than my fucking pina colada I drank.
I don't see how you're gonna get into trouble on 5%.
It's made in Massachusetts.
It's no slurricane.
Yeah, I'll show you how to.
You can't
It's no
taste
juice.
the alcohol? Frozen, want to, after we fix my car tomorrow, go and get some Twisted Teas? What's up,
Of
Raven
course you can't
Rolls?
taste alcohol. It's only 5%.
I tasted in the pina colada. It tasted like ass.
Well, no, it's because the pina colada tastes like ass.
It says they're 12-ounce cans. It's like a BB gun. Is there? Oh, the 24-ounce cans. Yeah, you're right. Those are $3 for a 24-ounce can.
This is 12 ounces.
It's cheaper just to get the smaller ones, though.
Cool.
Right? They have a variety pack, though. Is it worth getting the variety pack, or I would stick with original?
What other flavors of tea are there?
Half and half, peach, raspberry, and original.
Ooh, peach.
So half and half would be like an Arnold
Oh,
Palmer,
peach.
right?
Wait,
Peach raspberry is how they get you.
is it peach and raspberry?
No,
like two
peach,
separate ones, or
yeah,
is it
two separate,
peach raspberry?
two separate.
Oh, hell yeah!
Peach,
Is
comma,
it
raspberry,
Twisted Tea
comma,
challenge
For those
thing?
flavors.
Is it twisted?
Arnold Palmer.
Okay, what would be the math on percentage of alcohol in that? So let's bust out the calculator because now I'm intrigued. So if we
Okay,
did the
what are we
challenge,
doing?
it drank 12 of those cans at 5% each, 12 ounces. So it's really just 12 times 0.05. So that's 0.6% of alcohol in there times 12. So you're really
What?
drinking 7.2 ounces of alcohol in those 12 things of alcohol.
Oh, just the pure alcohol.
Yeah, pure alcohol. So you're drinking 7.2 ounces. So that's
It's
isn't
a
that
couple of
7
shots
shots?
of 100% alcohol.
No, it's actually it's half that then it's 100%. Because that would be a couple shots of regular vodka. So it's about 3 or 4 shots of vodka. Because vodka's 40% and a shot is 44 milliliters.
Damn, we're doing some math.
Yeah. Drink all 12 in an hour. I could do it. That's only like 3 shots, 4 shots.
Your tummy wouldn't get full?
Okay, well, a shot is
Uh,
0.5 ounces, isn't it? So.
Is it? I thought it was 44 milliliters.
Okay, but like this is. Whatever.
Well,
I guess you can use whatever.
A shot glass is
Where
1
is it?
ounce. Or usually
No, I think
1.5.
it's 1.5.
There are
I
different
think it
ones
is
that hold 1 and
1.5 now.
1.5.
Alcohol is in ounces is 1.5. Leave it to the alcoholic to know how many ounces.
I knew
they
how many
should.
ounces were in a shot. I just
A
didn't feel
small
like
glass
correcting
designs
pool.
usually hold it. It holds 1.5, but it says you only put an ounce in it. A shot glass, 1 ounce is what it says when I googled 1 ounce shot glass.
Well, tell people to fill those shot glasses up. Stop being wimps.
Well, let's be real. If you make it at home, it's 1.5. You go to a bar, it's it's 0.5 ounce.
Yeah, it's 0.75. Yeah.
Just how it works.
It depends though. Sometimes you go to bars and they like way over pour.
Yeah, you need to find
Yeah.
like the rookie
Yeah, it's-
bartender.
The rookie bartender, or go to like a VFW where they want you to keep coming back and leave a tip. Shotgun all 4 flavors and smash the tall boy over your opponent. God damn. That would
Veterans
hurt.
of foreign wars.
Yeah. VFWs have bars in them a lot of the time.
Yeah, they're great. They're cheap as fuck.
Oh, I don't
Yeah.
know there's
only
an
get-
American Legion next door to where I work.
American Legion
And-
too.
No, they like at the one next to my.
They
work,
play bingo.
They are so anti-alcohol because they're like, yeah, a lot of our men, have issues, and so we don't condone that.
That's their own
kind of
one.
thing.
All the ones near
Yeah,
here do
that's
it. In
them
fact,
making the policy.
Really?
there's a VFW in Uptown, Minnesota, where they I don't even think anyone goes there besides young kids because it's a college area. It's where all the young people party. They make killer. They make killer. there.
Oh, yeah, they're probably fundraising more than actual anything else.
That's what
They're
all
probably
American
funding most
Legion
of them.
do then.
Yeah.
Well, the one I used to go to shut down. They couldn't support themselves.
It's probably getting harder and harder because I feel like younger people who actually went through the military don't want to go to a VFW.
Well, it's that. I think it's also harder because a lot of people just bar hop, or we got places like Total Wine. We're like, fuck it, I'll just have my own parties.
Hell yeah.
COVID's what killed it, though, I think. Or was it right before COVID? Might have been right before.
There's a King of the Hill episode about this very thing, about VFW reaching out to the next generation of veterans.
Oh yeah, didn't they hate each other though?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
That's what's funny.
It's called a comedy tool. It's what what it does.
So King of the Hill has a huge following. One of my friends is like the biggest fan of King of the Hill in the fucking world. Like Conti, he loves King of the Hill. He would not show up to work on time because he'd show up late because he'd stay up late watching King of the Hill like on repeat. Like he'd be watching for like 6-7 hours straight. I think the show is mediocre at best.
I think it's really highbrow for what it does.
Oh my god! Every time I watch it, I like catch new things that I've never.
Well, I think the later episodes are a little bit better, but.
Oh, I think the later episodes are trash.
So
well, not the endings. I mean, I only seen it like 3 or 4 before it even sat down. I think the season where he plays an MMO, that episode was funny in itself. He plays propane, where he's like a propane guy, and he neglects all his work, and then Peggy goes to the developer and gets a cheat to kill him.
Shit, I don't remember that episode.
That probably was pretty late in the show.
Yeah, no, I don't really watch past season 7.
So, the thing I think is that's the split here is that like the later episodes of that show got more like a traditional animated comedy,
right?
And the earlier ones are weird, kind of dry humor. It was a different show.
It was called Propane Gaming, was the name of the episode.
Propane Gaming.
Propane. Or Grand Theft Arlen. Maybe it was Grand Theft Arlen.
Why is there...
Yeah, Grand Theft Arlen is the name of the episode. Peggy, I hate Peggy. Peggy makes it...
Oh, yeah, that's in the final season.
Season 11's the final season?
Yeah.
I thought it went on more than that.
No, I'm pretty sure it's... Let me fact check myself.
Oh,
right. Just kidding. There were 13 seasons.
That's why I thought. I didn't think it was that. That one was just funny. Because that episode's what got me banned on the King of the Hill forum. I can't tell the whole story of that one on here.
Me and
dang it, Bobby.
Joy Boy and I were Hank and Peggy for Halloween a couple years ago.
It was like 5 years ago.
No, it was
I
like
think Joystick would
ago.
make a good Peggy. I believe it.
A beautiful Peggy.
Mm-hmm.
No, I was a Hank.
No, I went on there because I said the line, if Hank Hill made a World of Warcraft character, what one would he make?
Shaman.
Like, would it be a
shaman.
warrior, human warrior for the plainness? And I went on the forum asking it, and all these guys who are on I'm Very Badass on Reddit type of people, like, he wouldn't play video games. I snipe someone 3 miles a year, or 3 miles away. I can snipe. I bench press 350 pounds. So I started trolling it in a specific, very cringy way that I wouldn't do ever again. And they ended up banning me, but they kept quoting me, so the people who were quoting me were still there. And they ended up shutting down the forum like 2 weeks later.
But damn!
It was great. It was fucking great. Fucking show. Show's dumb.
Yeah.
Let's go to a topic.
Well,
I never added that new
bit.
picture. I gotta add that new picture still. I forgot to add it for the game. For the game we're doing.
Oh, the one I sent you?
Yeah, I was already walking by then.
Cool.
So I'll just replace it with the old one. It will take me a second.
That'll be fine.
And now the news.
Is anyone curious to see what says Hank and Peggy?
I don't think you can show it easily.
I can upload it on Imgur and send a link.
That works.
I mean, you could. Or you could just upload it to Discord. I mean, hey, whatever.
She hasn't figured out Discord yet. It's fine.
She joined it though, didn't she?
She signed up for it, but she thought it was to get into the Twitch chat. It's okay. She'll get it there. It'll happen.
Fair enough.
I'll add it to the Discord manually once I see the link for it.
Fuck it. Let's talk about some bullshit, shall we?
Yeah, bullshit.
Dead by Daylight patch is coming out soon.
That's not the kind of bullshit I was.
Wait.
Oh, this is a quick one.
Here?
Yeah.
They're basically making it so it's
different.
matchmaking based on skill again, and your rank has nothing to do with anything. So, if they could be rank 1, obviously he'll probably still be it. But if I let myself go down to rank 20 and I play again, I'm still going to be facing against people who are rank 1. Yeah.
So, they broke matchmaking, is what you're saying.
No, they're making it so it's not actually based on, because your ranks resets every like 30 days.
Okay.
Every month your rank resets back up a tier. So they're making it so that doesn't matter anymore, and it's based on your performance.
Oh, then they fixed matchmaking.
Kind of.
There's only 2 things they ever do with matchmaking tool. It's one or the other.
I think they changed it. I don't know if they fixed it. They changed it. Now the issue with it is what qualifies as your skill, because the game's it's so dictated by your team. This isn't like Call of Duty where you can carry your team. You can't.
Right.
If 3 of your team members are jerking off in the fucking corner, you're not gonna get out. You're just not.
Can't you escape solo though? Can't, like, if everyone else fucks off?
If they fuck off and now you're your last one alive, you could escape by the hatch unless the killer knows where the hatch is and closes it. Then you're pretty fucked. They're rating. That's the thing. How are they rating stats? My assumption is, at the end, how it dictates if you get a pip or not. Probably based on how long you're repairing a match, how long you're being chased, if you do safe or bad unhooks, the healing thing, like the ultras. And it's probably all those things combined.
That would be a good way to do it, yeah.
It would, except for here's the problem. You can't heal people if no one gets caught. So you automatically won't go up a pip if no one got hooked. Because that's the only way to get it, is if you get hooked, you got to unhook them. And that's how you get the healing one.
But, wouldn't they take that into consideration with their ranking? If no one gets hooked, that means you did really good?
No, if no one got hooked in your game, you would think, oh, my altruism should be platinum because no one got hooked, no one got hurt, we can just escape. Unfortunately, that's not how it works. You'll go down a rank. So it's just going to be broken. It's always going to be fucking broken.
Image or post a link and I would have...
Oh, well then, I'll do that.
Well,
I'll do it right now.
We're trying to figure out how to get a picture into Discord.
Just have her text it to you and you upload it.
I emailed it to him and he complained about that. That wasn't good enough.
She emailed it to me.
Who emails it?
Ugly, right?
Okay, fine. Hold up. I'll do the work.
No, look, I've got it right now. Look, I'm going to share.
I don't think it's stats over time. I honestly think it's going to be an average of maybe, let's say your last 30 games or 50 games on how you played on those stat points. I think it's going to be that. I think it's going to be something roughly along those lines. And it will ban for posting a link. No, I'm joking. But I think it's going to be based on like the last 30 games and based on how you did on your ultras and boldness and all the other bullshit. But that's going to suck.
Maybe. Or maybe it'll be better.
No, unless they fix that thing where if people don't get hooked and you get penalized for it. Like, in order to maximize your points, you need to get hooked. Someone needs to get hooked so someone can unhook them. Otherwise, you go down a rank. I played games where none of us got hooked, and I went down a rank because no one got hooked. I know. That will show us for doing all 5 generators so fast.
Tell your team to be team players and to lose a bit.
Fucking right.
You know what, though? They might do that, though, to stop people from trying to exploit the system.
What?
Like, couldn't you, in theory, fill up an entire lobby of people you knew and then have them take a dive?
Yep. And that's what people did. People did that for their regular one. They would have people make Smurf accounts that are really badly ranked and throw them under the bus and then rank up in rank 1 so they play against rank 20 killers. Here's the issue. I much rather would play against a rank 5 through 15 killer than I would over a rank 20 killer. And I would rather face a rank 1 killer than a rank 20 killer. And rank 20 is the lowest. Because rank 20 killers have a tendency to camp.
Don't want
And
to
they just sit on the body. And then it's like, well, someone's fucked this game. And it's not as fun. Because then you're just like, all right, well, let's just finish all the generators then. And then that person's totally boned. But yeah. That's that shit. Let's talk about...
that was that shit.
Phasmophobia.
I'm trying a new thing.
Yeah, clearly. We haven't played Phasmophobia since November, actually. Probably the last time I played it was
the last time I played it, I think, was Halloween. There was still Halloween decorations. Maybe it was November.
It was early November's when I stopped. So probably, I think I played with you last time. Maybe it was probably after one of these shows. So that was the last time I played the game. Right. The thing that they fixed the game is the thing that I thought they had all the time in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I did Prison. When Prison came out is when I stopped.
Oh, I never saw Prison.
Oh, then I played a little after. Because I want to see the new map. I think I'll play Prison like once or twice though. They made it so the audio that you talk during the game, now the ghost will hunt you down for it. So we're all yelling across the room, "Fuck you!" He'll chase you. He'll find out where you are. So it's good.
Well, I think it's funny though, because I feel like you could still exploit that, right? Like, what if you had two people yelling at each other from different ends of the place?
You could. I mean, that would only apply on the big maps, and maybe the fast boy, like the one that goes through walls, that never went through walls. Maybe that would be hard.
Oh, that would be bad. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that was something that I always thought, and it will make those smaller levels a lot more difficult.
Yeah, but I mean, it still has to be hunting first before the voice matters.
Well, no, the voice always mattered before the hunt. You say its name, or you say
you're right.
You're swearing. It'll always make it come up more.
It's not like it changes where it spawns at. It just changes where it's going to look once it's starting to move.
No, I thought it did matter because it could hunt. Because of the ghost at all times is in the area of the map. It moves around, right?
Yes.
So it will spawn wherever it was when it started the hunt. It just so happens we always find the room and we're just jacking off in there.
Well,
I think they always. I think, and I think the ghost resets to that room after the hunt. Well, don't the ghosts have to have a target for the most part? Some do. No, some do.
The Banshee.
Yeah, I think Banshee.
One of them does.
One of the one will totally hunt that person down.
And that's not the only person they'll hunt until they get him, which is funny. Like, if that one person happens to sit out in the van, they just don't come around ever.
Really?
Yeah, it sucks.
I just got on. What's going on, Vorsh?
I can't
just literally got on.
Well, you have only had one twisted tea worth of drink.
I know, right? I'm working on it. I was waiting for Wine Country, which we're going to do after this anyway. So I'm going to slam this in a second. So the thing about it is it a step in the right direction? And he did this big dick thing. No, it's not. We always start the show with a beer, and this is the only beer I had in the house.
Jesus, cheese man.
And then we're gonna go wine, and then we're gonna go cocktail. It's always the format. The guy's focusing on that thing. This is a needed fix that he should have done. He needs to push out content, game-changing content. This is kind of one, but like more aggressive bullshit ghosts. Ways that they're always outrun you. Like where hiding is important. Like, have something move 5 times the speed. That'd be the best.
Just having way more... Like, if you're playing a professional, those ghosts should be, like, way more aggressive. Because right now, you can play it exactly like normal for the most part.
Yeah, it's only the timer. The timer in the beginning. Your sanity doesn't go down as quickly in the beginning, is all it is. Alright, there we go. Or multiple ghosts. Multiple ghosts would be
that's
awesome.
That's actually what that thing says. It says protein.
Belle saw our picture.
How come Belle is not in the...
She's probably moderating someone's thing.
Yeah. Some people have other things to do.
Are you almost ready for the wine? You gonna slam that?
Yeah, this is empty.
Alright. Alright guys, we gotta take a hike to Wine Country.
Oh, we're gonna hike this time.
We're gonna hike it. Hold on, let's get there, guys.
Wine Country's so far away.
It's always alright, guys. We're putting on our boots. We'll be right there. We're at wine country. Look at us. Look where we went.
Yeah, I mean, my feet hurt, but I'm at wine country. Why did this can fizz pop?
Yeah, did you get a carbonated wine?
No.
You sure?
Right. Let me tell you what this wine is. So
okay, I want to hear your wine.
Mine, the wine I brought today from Wine Country. I got it out of the cask. This Bold Leaf wine. It is by Two Town Cider House, which is normally making cider.
Okay.
Out of Quebec, Oregon. This comes in a 2-pack. MSRP is $14.49, but I got it for a cool $7.47.
Ooh.
The year is unknown. I'm gonna pour it into.
Well, I'll go for mine, even though I don't have a PDF reader, so I can't edit this sheet. Online PDF reader it is. Mine. I want to save it though. That's fine. I want to save these. Going. I want to keep a record. Upload PDF. I'm just uploading it quick. Hold on. There we go. All right, it's uploaded.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm drinking.
I want you to say yours before I rate mine.
Underwood by Union Wine Co. Made in Oregon. It's a Riesling Rattler.
Wait a minute. That's not wine.
I know, right? Well, it says Union Wine. It's a Riesling wine.
Riesling wine? Oh, wait. Yeah, you're right. Riesling. I'm thinking of Okay, so it's a Riesling with fruit in it.
Yep.
Making it a Rattler. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, I'm back on board. Okay.
You back on board on this?
Yeah, I'm good.
It's Oregon. It has little 2 cans. That's why I got it. This can retailed at $5.99. Fantastic. Fucking hell.
For a can.
All right, let's.
Do you have a glass?
I have. Yeah, I do. And this is gonna be. I already hate the smell.
What do you mean? It's got to smell fantastic. Let me check mine. This one actually smells good.
Mine smells like grapefruit. I should have read what I bought.
It's a Rattler.
I know. It's grapefruit puree. Fucking hate grapefruit. Right. Fantastic.
Now, we judge in Wine Country. We judge our wines on 5 metrics.
We do.
Color and clarity, aroma, body, taste, and finish. I'm gonna say that for a Pinot Noir, Pinot Noir.
Pinot Noir.
Yeah. This is pretty much fucking perfect.
Why?
Well, because it's see-through, but it's not like transparent. The other one I had earlier, the last week's, was like I could see through it almost like it was water. This one, it looks like it has body. It's the right color. It's a red. So I'm gonna give it 5 stars.
Wow.
Nope. Looks exactly like it should.
I mean, all right, I'll go with my color clarity. I don't know why it's a theme of mine, but all mine tend to look like someone's piss.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just a thing. Maybe I'm into that.
Good body, huh?
It's, yeah, it very thick-bodied. Like a body where someone was not drinking a lot of water. They kind of let it dilute in their fucking kidneys a bit, and then they like, all right, I'm gonna let it get a nice golden yellow brown urine, maybe a little sludgy. It seems very thin. It's carbonated though. No, I feel I'm gonna give it a 4.
4? That's good. That's a good rate. And now we get to smell it. Oh, you went and tasted it.
Well, I already smelled like 6 times.
Okay, sorry, I'm like a few minutes behind.
I think it's floral.
Because I was in an internet argument. You have a wine too, Tool?
Yeah.
It's floral.
We're Wine Country.
I think mine.
Oh, you're both.
I'm giving it like a 4. Yeah.
Can I try yours?
I haven't even tasted it yet.
Oh, okay.
We're at the wine tasting.
My aroma, I'm gonna give it a 3. It has such a strong grapefruit. It's just so much grapefruit.
Like, punch it to you.
Oh, it's grapefruit in my dick.
All right, we don't want that. All right, I'm gonna finally sip it.
All right.
Ooh, it's the back of the throat weird.
I swish and swallow.
Yeah, well, of course. You don't spit that out into a bucket. Are you kidding me?
No, I don't want to waste.
This one actually has, like, body to it. Like, this might be the best fucking wine I've had on this entire thing.
Yeah.
Like, Well, yeah, you only have a couple. You've only had 2 wines ever in your life, good sir.
Yes, of course, only 2 ever. Mine, I'm gonna give the body a 5. It's actually looks lighter than the piss sludge I thought it was gonna be. It's like watery. I could probably chug the damn thing.
Taste it a couple more times.
The taste, on the other hand, is surprisingly different in the 2 ways I did it. When you sip it and you swallow it, like like someone drizzled cum in your throat. It gives like a different. It's like sweet. It's like super sweet, and you barely taste the grapefruit, and it's actually really pleasant and delicious. If you swish it, you get that grapefruit aftertaste all over your mouth, but then you get the sweetness still. So I would say just don't swish and just chug. Oh yeah, that was actually pleasant. That was a good one.
Yeah. So for my money, I said the taste is kind of like fruit and cherry a little bit. It's like kind of maybe a bit of dark chocolate. Finish, I wasn't as into it. Like hit me a bit more with alcohol than anything else. But I still gave it 4 and 3 stars respectively for taste and finish.
I did 5 for taste. I did 4 for finish because you do the sip. It's very apple juicy.
It's not bad.
With a little bit of alcohol in it.
It's the best wine I've had in a can so far.
This is delicious, you guys.
The finish is absolutely grapefruit.
All right, I gotta go to the calculator.
Heavy grapefruit with a little bit of apple juice in there. You know what it tastes like? Welch's fucking apple juice. If they threw some fucking rubbing alcohol and jerked off in it, mix it together, like that's what it tastes like.
Okay.
Oh my god, this is dangerous.
But it's good. I'm gonna finish this bottle or the can in like 2 minutes. I would have bottled this shit.
All right. So
what? It's
after
true.
After I ran it through the computer,
we gotta get
the math checks out. I averaged a 4.2. My last one was only 3.6. So
wow, you averaged the exact same I did. 4.2.
4.2.
4.2.
It's a 4.2 kind of day.
It is a 4.2 kind of gay. Yeah. I can't even fucking speak and spell.
4.2 kind of gay.
How do you save this damn thing? Oh, there he goes. There's a save button.
I don't like Rieslings.
I mean,
like Riesling.
I don't either, but this is good.
I would give you some of this, but I feel like you actually technically don't want it.
What do you mean? Me?
Yeah. There's a lot in that can.
Why wouldn't I want it? It's delicious.
Oops, I also forgot to.
Gimme.
Here, if you want it, you can. This can holds so much.
Well, I'll go get a wine. This is empty anyway.
There we go.
Well, set it. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Oh no.
Wine country.
Wine country.
It's great.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Pour another.
The can holds more than you'd think, believe it or not.
It does. It holds 2 glasses. Filled. Do I prefer whites or reds? I actually generally prefer red.
Yeah, same.
I much usually prefer red.
Dry.
Yep. But I usually also only drink wine with dinners. Tend to, at least. It's usually not I know I could go for today a wine. Although I had some good Australian reds that were pretty fucking phenomenal. But they weren't dry like they should have been. Like, I had, what's it called? A Shiraz. That was surprisingly sweet as fuck. I was like, okay, Australia, keep doing you. This is delicious.
Keep doing delicious things, Australia.
The last 2 weeks have been white. I can't tell what color they are, and I bought them in the can. I honestly was looking.
Rieslings are white, Tool.
It doesn't. I didn't read. I was looking for the coolest label. I didn't actually look.
Yeah, you wanted that camouflage can.
It's not camouflage. It's a rainforest with the 2 cans.
Oh, it's a rainforest. Yeah, it's a rainforest.
It's just green screening. Okay. Look at that. See all those birds and the flowers?
No, but I believe you. I guess.
What's there? Wine with a straw. Who's drinking wine with a straw?
My wife was drinking seltzer water with a straw, and now she's switching to wine, which she may drink with a straw.
I guess it doesn't stain your teeth. Well, next one I think is also going to be another white. I don't know. I'm going to look. Maybe I'll have to go buy another one and keep that one in there. It's actually surprisingly hard to find wine in a can. That's not barefoot. And that's even in a bottle, technically, like a small little bottle. Speaking of Capri Suns, I even have some. Boom! Kool-Aid Capri Sun shit. It was $1, so
shit.
I bought a box. I was like, all right.
Just like take like a syringe and inject some vodka in there.
Hey, I love it. Oh boy. All right, let's get all wide country. We gotta.
Yeah,
we gotta get back to the news.
Walk back.
I know all the stairs. I was actually trying to find a transition where it's like a haunted walking down the stairs thing, but I ran out of time. All right, hold on. Let's get out of wide country. We're back.
Should just make it pour backwards.
That would be funny. The wine goes all the way up. You are supposed to pour at a slight. Do you actually have to pour wine at an angle? I guess you do.
What does it matter? Aeration is good, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, sometimes.
Pouring it down the side means you wouldn't disturb it.
Play everything backwards, or are we just in backwards the whole time, like Tenet? And we just don't know.
I recorded this backwards, and then Tool flipped it on me, and I'm mad.
All right, let's go. Let's do one of our fun games I've been looking forward to doing.
Oh, okay. Which one is that?
Coliseum of the Golden God.
Oh, we're
gonna try the A. We're gonna try A, tier A, which we're gonna probably change the name eventually one of these days, but not today.
Yeah, we need to get cooler tiers. I've got it set. If we ever decide to change the names, we can change them to anything, and it doesn't break the log. So
we just got to figure out the auto promotion. So then when I do data mode, it doesn't have them face people outside of their own tier.
I have a good idea to how to do that, but it takes a bit of effort.
Right,
but
that would be a good idea, because then these S tiers aren't facing against these P tier pieces of shit, right?
Yep.
All right, let's do this. So let's migrate. We gotta walk again. We gotta go to the Coliseum.
Fuck.
All right, here we go.
The fucking boots.
Fucking hell! I know.
Oh, okay. Actually, it was just right behind me.
I probably shouldn't have had this one up. Oh, look, we're doubled up. I didn't think this far ahead. I should have done this.
I'm on the Megatron.
There's Belle.
Let's see.
No, Belle isn't in.
Yeah, she is.
I don't believe it.
I forgot that was there. Let's do.
Why am I covered up?
I'm working on it.
I'm only eyes. I have no head. I have. Oh.
There, I fixed it.
This is very professional. Yeah.
I had to do this on the fly.
It's not hanging off over the side or anything.
I fixed it.
Oh.
Wait, what was?
Fixed what? I don't know. What?
I was gone. Sorry. What was the answer to the? Do you prefer reds or whites?
Reds.
Where's red?
Me too, definitely.
Yeah, red's better.
All right.
I can't believe how much that filled that glass.
Now, I realized.
Well, one bottle of wine is like 4.5
I got the other batch in there. Whatever.
So,
it doesn't matter.
if you got a glass and I got a glass from one can, that's about.
How did I do this last time?
That means I could pour 2 wine glasses worth of Coca-Cola out of a can.
Wait, what?
Because I'm a fancy boy and I drink Coca-Cola out of a can.
Who would drink?
I do window capture, I think.
Yeah, you have to do window capture because game capture freaked out.
Oh yeah, it flipped it upside down.
Flipped it upside down, cut off some stuff. I don't know why. Mugen is a really old program.
It is.
Look at that. Yeah, perfect.
I'm gonna fix the TV.
And just keep in mind that the black bars are sometimes there and sometimes not.
Yep, that's why I left it in.
Prediction?
Do prediction on the next one. So let's get this through here. I just want to make sure it saves it here. Oh, I knew it was gonna do that.
What do you mean? What happened? What did it do?
It saves the yeah, it does that.
Look at these 8-tier fighters going.
I know, look at him go! Jesus! Dude, Ariel's kicking some ass.
Who's Ariel? Which one of these two?
The one on the right.
Oh my god! The small one.
Yeah, the small one was.
That's an anime if I ever saw one.
The pink poops?
Yeah,
those. How is Ariel an air tier?
Because they didn't have enough fights to promote or demote.
Well, she'll get promoted after this probably. Oh no, Cyril Hami is waking up. Never mind. Yes, I do, Cheese Man. We're working on the final bits of it. We got our roster. Now we're just getting data. What the fuck was that? That was interesting. Okay. You can do the bets now, Monk. Left or right side? I'm gonna be careful in case... Joystick doesn't know this, but he put a character in the first batch.
Oh, I probably know this.
That was bad. The tentacle one.
Oops.
Yeah, so that was in the first batch and I deleted it. Then I added a bigger batch of characters, and that character showed up again. I noticed it today. And I managed to delete it, but if I see that character, I'm gonna have to get rid of him quick. No, it's not the Kraken. It's generic tentacles adult, like you would think.
Man, this is what happens when you download things from a torrent. It's just, you know, sometimes you'll get some porny ones.
Right. Oh, no, this was weird because it was dudes. It was dudes.
You know, so you can't anticipate who might be horny.
Right, that's true. That is true. I've never seen it that way, but, you know, it happens.
Sam is going to bounce for a little bit until we get to the old-timey news segment, or ad segment. Spoiler.
Oh, yeah, gotcha.
So,
who do you think's going to win this one?
I'll text her. My bet, it's on the Street Fighter Alpha character out here on the left. I don't remember her name, though.
Mika?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with
about Mika.
Kurokisha. But she has that power level. I don't trust the power levels.
Yeah.
I don't trust that shit.
Those powers, sometimes power level is very good, sometimes it's very bad. It's hard to tell.
I'm going with right. The tentacles for all, you're right. Or 10 seals.
Ugh. I accidentally made myself big.
You did, giggity. She has a fucking surfboard, or what are it called? Hoverboard.
Yeah, you don't?
Holy shit, she just did a... Oh, boy! Oh, nope.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Where is this background? Because it's clearly based on a real-world place.
Right. New York?
I see Golden Gate Bridge. Never mind.
It's New York.
No, that's not the Golden Gate. It's green.
No, I know. It's New York. Look at the Empire is back there, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the Empire State Building.
Yeah, it's Harlem.
Fine, Mark, I'm sorry I'm not cultured like you.
As usual, he lost. It's sometimes hard to pick. So there's some metas you can go with this Vorsh. There is always bet on waifu. Unfortunately, there's 2 waifus.
Yeah, double the waifu, double the fight.
If she had a sword, you could maybe go with the sword mechanic on it. But, I mean, she does have a sword, doesn't she? She took out a sword. Sword always wins.
All I know is that my lady on the left is a what's the is it luchador wrestling?
Yeah.
Yeah. She did not play well.
No. And the other woman had a knife, though.
Very disappointed.
Oh, what is happening here? We got Sonya Blade from Mortal Kombat 2.
Sonya Blade is disrespecting the starting position.
Yeah, against Nobunaga.
Oh, no, the famous Japanese emperor, I think. He had an ambition.
So you have waifu or you have sword. I'm gonna go with Sonya. I'm going waifu. I think waifu.
You're going.
I'm going
with
waifu.
the lady. Okay, I see how it is.
Yeah.
One, they're fighting on a roof that is clearly in Japan.
Right. He has home turf. He has home field advantage.
Yeah, he has home turf.
Totally. Total home field.
I'm feeling Nobunaga. Fuck, I have to look up this guy's name.
How do you like the world we're at, by the way? We're in like the Team Fortress level called Man, M-A-N-N versus Machine. For those who don't know what the background is.
Oda Nobunaga.
You want to say Sonya's... You don't think Sonya's a waifu? I mean, those thighs, man!
a Japanese daimyo and one of the leading figures of the Sengoku period. How could you not? How could you not?
I'm just saying it's pretty fucking great.
Wait, what year is it?
I mean, that robe, his cape, I mean.
He died in 1582. Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's fine.
Okay.
I do like the level of the Raven on the background. Dude, I got so many stages. I love having multiple backgrounds. It adds more depth to everything.
Well, then some people can have home field advantage, as is. I mean, it's important.
Dude, what did you just do? That's a Me Too moment right there.
It's not his fault she disrespected the
Why is she disrespecting it again?
She doesn't give a fuck.
I thought she'd go a lot faster than that.
No, Mortal Kombat, if you recall, is actually kind of a slow game.
I know. Stop blocking, Sonya!
Look at it. Look at it. His sword catches on fire.
He is not fucking around. Yes! There we go. Stop blocking. You were behind him. She was over blocky. She was over blocky. And she's disrespecting it still. She has a range attack. Just spam it.
Just spam it. Oh, he grabbed her. That's a.
She has to wake up.
Okay.
There we go. Do it again.
Did he?
Dude, he's a well-made AI. He's good.
He's got more than one sword, it seems.
Outstanding. It played the sound effect.
Which sound effect? Yeah, because I can't listen.
It said outstanding when she uppercutted him.
Mortal Kombat. Yeah, Mortal Kombat cues.
All I know is...
man.
I know. Exodia! Bet on Exodia!
I can't bet on Exodia.
Oh, shit.
I
was going to go Sub-Zero, but Exodia's in play. And it's playing music!
Shit. How is Exodia only an A?
He's new.
Oh, okay.
I would normally go Sub-Zero, but... I mean, it's fucking Exodia!
It's Koi.
I've seen him fight. It's a weird fight. It's the cards.
Of course it's the cards. It's the heart of them.
I think his thing is he's trying to get all the Exodia, I think. If it's the it's hard to tell during the data mode because it goes so fast. But it looks based on his victory is him getting all the cards.
Which you do. Yeah.
Well, let's hope it is.
People are going so hard on an Exodia. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw a bet in here.
For Sub-Zero?
Yeah, I believe in the boy. He's cold, he's icy.
He is. If you see Raiden, MK Raiden in here from Mortal Kombat 3, I saw him do a fatality. He was.
Oh yeah, sometimes they'll do that.
I was like, wow. And he was an aggressive boy. He was just flying across the map.
Both of these characters have portraits that don't fit in my stupid portrait boxes, and I'm so mad.
I skipped the timer because I was getting tired of it.
Yeah, the timer's boring. Dun, dun, he's got like arms and legs.
Nope, not. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I feel like. Yeah, Exodia's probably going to be better, huh?
I wonder if he crashed it.
This.
It's looking strong.
I mean, even if it's crashed, you can give the win to Exodia, quite frankly.
Nope, there we go. It's playing different music now.
That's an improvement. Exodia wins.
It's such a broken fight.
What do you mean? He's only A tier. That means he lost to somebody.
Did he?
Somehow. Let me look at the record.
How?
Let me look.
Does he have a Mike Tyson thing though, where he can do a hit, and if it doesn't hit on the first hit,
or it might be like some characters have like anti-cheat built in, so like if they detect somebody's bullshit, they'll just like completely destroy him. Exodia has a 50-50 fucking win rate.
I bet his attacks, I guarantee you his attacks don't always instant kill. It's either gets one hit, and if he misses that hit, he doesn't win. I bet that's what it is.
Wait, How does he have a 50-50 win rate and has a .75 win rate?
Are there 2 Exodias?
No.
Sailor Saturn or by Human? I had to delete a couple Sailor Saturns.
It's because the order he won in, he has 4 points in the ranking, but he's played 8 matches. So, depending on what order you won and lost, you could end up with an uneven win rate / ranking.
Does he still deserve to be an A? Did he lose ever?
Yeah, he lost.
I want to see. I wish I could record all the matches so I could see what he did. Everyone's going right again or not? No, I don't know what they're doing.
What if it's a gimmick where like sometimes it doesn't have all the pieces of Exodia?
That would be pretty funny. So Sailor Saturn, I gotta watch. I deleted one of the versions for reasons.
Oh, because of
Does that happen? Oh.
One, I deleted one before I sent it to you because it was topless.
Well, during the beginning, right?
No, as a move.
Hope this is. I did my search, so hopefully it's not in there.
Fucking hate Mugen, dude.
I know. But it's part of the game. I didn't bring focus to it. It's not my fault.
That's right. Windows XP, there's no nudity.
Exactly.
They filtered it out with XP.
Did anyone go right?
Yeah, it seems like it's a fairly even split. 250, 500 versus 250. Favoring left.
Dude, that Digimon was not having it, but that Sailor Saturn's doing some bullshit. She hits like a truck.
As a digital monster, that fellow does have home field advantage, even though he's losing horribly.
Maybe he has to wake up.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
This isn't the move, is it? Oh, he wasn't having that.
It just doesn't. It does not hit hard enough to make up for the fact that this lady hits so hard.
Oh, I know. He can't get hit again. That's it.
This is a good strategy.
Oh! I was rooting for him. I was so fucking rooting for him.
I've seen Monster Hunter and spears like that.
Uh-oh.
I mean, it was
Kenshiro Hell versus Freddy Fazbear.
Kenshiro Hell doesn't belong in A tier, so that's already. But also Freddy. Also, I think Freddy has home stage advantage here just because it's fucking what?
Red. I know it's a red level. I'm only gonna get to like 60 seconds. I'm gonna start it.
How many nights do you think Kenshiro Hell can survive against this Freddy?
Actually, it's more of how many nights do you think Freddy can stand against Kenshiro Hell?
No, it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. For clarification, A rank means that they've won. Let me double check the exact metric.
Wasn't it 60 to 75 or something like
that? It is 60% to 75% of the times they've won. Against the general public. We have to still split them out into proper tiers. But yeah, Kenshiro's gonna, he does not fuck around.
I remember this from last time. He was A in the last one too. Who was he fighting that he lost? He probably fought Exodia.
Kenshiro Hell does have to fight against Exodia, which is a lot.
Whoa!
Oh, wait. A new challenger appeared? Oh, no!
What is happening?
Freddy is not taking it anymore.
Freddy? What the fuck was that? Holy shit! Oh my god. I still don't know what's gonna happen. He just got to get a hit in, right?
I am baffled by the back and forth of this fight.
Because he hasn't done anything this fight?
Right. What happened? Okay. I mean, it ended the way I thought it would, but... What?
What the fuck was that? Oh, shit. This should be a good one.
Is that the Mike Hagar? Is that the mayor of Liberty City?
It is. Versus Sephiroth.
Or not Liberty. What city is he the mayor of?
Probably Fight Club City.
No, it's not Fight Club. Mike Hagar. He's also the president of the world, but...
I'm going Hagar. I think Hagar. I think Hagar's got this. I think he's got this.
Metro City. He's the mayor of Metro City.
Is that Cyberpunk City?
No.
What was that city?
That's Night City.
Night City, all right. What are you thinking? Who are you going to think? Who do you think's got this one?
I have to bet on the mayor.
Your mayor as well?
The president of the free world.
Did you bet on
Mike
him?
Hagar. No, but I mean I would.
You should.
In my heart. Okay,
Oh.
I'll bet.
Pussy.
I mained Mike Hagar in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. He is the boy.
He's a beefy boy.
Beefy boy with a pipe.
Oh, he talks too. Awesome.
Sephiroth has a sword. Mike Hagar has a fucking pipe.
He doesn't have it out yet, though.
Well, just because he doesn't have it out right now.
Damn.
Just wait until he does a jump in attack.
Dude, the hitbox or the range on fucking Seph's sword is some bullshit. It's half the map.
It's bullshit in actual Final Fantasy though. Also, where it is half of the world map.
I mean, he has a good. Come on, Mike, get your hits in there.
Mike is a grappler, which is not really working here.
Well, no, because he has the range attack.
Yeah, moving close like an idiot.
Oh.
Fine.
I mean, this is unfortunate for Hagar.
Hagar's getting done dirty. My boy. Look what he's done to my child.
Kiro, come on. He even has materia on the bottom. He hasn't even used it yet.
What
shit!
What materia is that?
The summoning. No, it's I know. We should have to read that. That's a purple one, so it's a stat increase.
Yeah.
What if that changes? Was it always that color?
I have no idea. This Sephiroth seems too good to be an A tier.
How many times has he lost?
Good question. There's a lot of Sephiroths, I think.
I know there are. That was a nicer animated one. What the fuck? We're fighting Rolento versus Doctor Strange.
The A tier Sephiroth has done 71 fights, averaged out 45 points.
I'm on with left, Rolento. I think he's playing music right now. I can't tell, but it's kind of loud.
Oh, boy with the stick.
Yeah, going with the boy with the stick.
You know what I like about this more than Salty Bet? I don't know most of these fighters, so...
Well, yeah, because I got a pack. And now I'm going to selectively add them slowly, but I'm not doing that for a bit. I want to get these fighters done.
Let them shuffle out a bit, and then we'll throw them into tiers. And
once you get the auto system, then it won't matter. Or the data in their own category thing, whatever.
Yeah. The thing I still haven't decided on is how to transition between tiers for testing. So, like, how long does it run potato tier before it goes to the next tier and runs for a while?
Right. Don't worry about it. I can just do that automatically. I'll focus mostly on P tier.
I wonder, you could probably run... Oh, I don't know how the Latcher would work. I was going to say, you could probably run multiple instances of Mugen at the exact same time.
Nah, it's just...
But that might
I leave my computer on, so one night I'll do P tier, one day I'll do D, and so on and so forth. What is he saying? This is a pretty even fight.
Yeah, these two fighters are appropriately tiered. They belong where they are.
I have Matamoto.
Flames of Foldian.
Oh, Flames of Foldian. I think you could lower the actual match timer by to 75%. It seems going slower than it would normally, right?
No.
No, is that really what it always was?
Yes. And I do think it's a good amount of time because sometimes they take most of that time just to get a KO. I could ramp up everyone's damage and...
Nah. Except for some characters clearly have high damage. Wow, Doctor Strange came in there hot.
I could make the speed of the game just slightly faster. But also then, like, some of these things would just go by so fast it wouldn't make sense.
Like Exodia.
Yeah, Exodia already doesn't make sense.
Doctor Strange is kicking ass right now, though. I think Doctor Strange could have killed Sephiroth.
Yeah. Doctor Strange has got some good zoning. He's
I don't know what just happened. Well, Doctor Strange. We'll do one more, then we'll move on.
Where's Dormammu? Give me a Dormammu.
There he is. I'm gonna make a cocktail at this one. That's why. All right, this is the final one. Then we're gonna move on to the next one, which is my drink that I get to make.
Fight for my.
That scared me a second.
No, that was just that was a
generic Sailor Moon glowy one. Yeah.
Yeah. You see the shape of a butt, but you don't actually see a butt.
What is this level? Is Killer Instinct?
This looks like a Killer Instinct stage.
I don't know. I think. But
also, there is a Mortal Kombat character running in the background.
Yeah, no. This is a Pio Cola, a third. Some of the music is playing, by the way.
Really? Mm-hmm. Maybe some of the characters have music.
No, I think it's the Seville. I think it's how they put him in there.
Yeah, it's got to be a character. Oh, maybe. I'm going to check a thing. I'm going to make sure I actually disable the music on the characters, unless it's not always playing.
Oh, this one's always playing. It could be the character, but it doesn't sound like it.
Did it play every fight, though?
The last one and this one.
That's not a good enough. I'm going to check a thing. I'm pretty sure my arguments to run the game should...
Unless they put the level as a sound effect, maybe. Wait, I know that noise. That boing?
You know what? The A tier fights don't have music turned off.
That would explain it.
Yep. Oops.
It's fine. I don't mind it. I don't care if it cuts off.
No, as long as you don't mind it. Maybe I'll leave it. Fuck it.
Yeah. I mean, the fights are long enough, and it stays between round 1 and round 2.
I just don't know what kinds of music might play.
That's a good point, too, but I was surprised that Constantinus III won that one.
Well, she is the third.
Yeah, because that means she's like the third model. What's she even from?
I have no idea. She's doing like a Sailor Scout thing.
I know, but she has a lightsaber too.
Constantine. Oh my god. Constantinus.
The third.
The third.
She's supposed to have blonde hair, but she has red for some reason on this one. He just shut down Piccoli there. There we go. She won.
What is this character from? I'm gonna find out.
No! We're gonna do one more!
Why is that? What's in there? What's next?
Yugi versus El Presidente!
Fuck.
This has to happen.
It's the dream match.
It's the dream fucking match. Obviously, I gotta go El Presidente. Although Yami Yugi's always would have been up there. He could summon Exodia.
No, impossible.
Impossible?
Impossible. Can't be done. What category is this in?
I don't know. We'll start now just to see this match. We're gonna go on to the show.
Oh.
Oh, it didn't boot up because I got rid of the thing. My bad. I guess we won't do it. I closed it out too early. Well, I'm gonna say El Presidente would have won that one. Let's go back.
Emperor.
We're gonna go back to our room. Hold on a second, guys, while we get there.
Gotta put on the fucking boots again. Why do I keep taking these things off?
I know, right? There we go. Coliseum of the Gods, boys.
What are we doing?
We're making a drink. I'm making a drink.
Okay.
We're saving our big
up before we do my game because my wife wants to come back.
Yeah, I'll get it. We'll do 2 more topics. We'll close it on that one before we do the random topic.
Okay.
Before we do long dong and all that.
Yeah, the long dong needs respect. Yeah.
We're gonna make. Well, I mean me. I'm going to make a. Woo woo. Monk can do it better than me. It's a woo woo.
It's still my text sound. If Monk DMs me. Maybe I'll just play it as a goof.
I'm gonna put that as my text noise. Not that I have my phone off silent much.
It's important to make it your text noise.
Isn't it? So this is a shot.
A shot
of vodka. That looks about right. What's up, Quabo?
There we go. Here
There
we go.
it is. It's then about a shot-ish of peach schnapps. Oh my god.
Yes. What is in it?
Peach schnapps. and then cranberry juice. For the period. Then we do a little shaky magoo.
I don't do it as good as Monk. Monk's got the perfect elu.
Then you gotta pour it in a mason jar. Now, normally this would be 1 cocktail. I'm gonna count it as 2 because I'm filling up the whole mason jar. No ice. We'll count that as 2.
How's the clarity and color of your elu?
Matches the picture quite well, in my opinion.
Oh, all right.
I think it made it what it was supposed to be. Of course.
Is the theme for this month of drinks mason jars? Because I feel like your last one was also.
I looked at materials I had, honestly. All right, let's play what we got here.
Mason jar.
Yep. Just need lime and a paper umbrella. I could get the paper umbrella, but I'm lazy. Lime, also lazy. So, for how little peach schnapps I put in here, that peach really is kicking through the cranberry.
In a good way or in a bad way?
That's an okay way.
Yeah, okay.
It's actually thicker than I thought it would be. Like, not like, obviously you can drink this easily. I'm gonna down it quite fast. But you feel the sugar. Like, I'm feeling the sugar from this one. This is a sugary drink. Not my favorite. I think a Cosmo is better, in my opinion.
Cosmo's hard to beat.
Cosmo's pretty. If you're gonna fuck with cranberry, you may as well do a Cosmo. The peach schnapps just cuts through it too much. So thick, ooh woo. Yeah, it's so thick. Ooh,
is it thick daddy woo woo?
It's thick daddy. It is. Thick pape. Extra thick. So I rate this like a 6. I mean, it's not. It's. I would drink it if someone's like, "Hey, I made a big vat of this." I'd be like, "Great, I'll drink it." I would probably order a Cosmo for this, except for me having the ability to go ooh woo.
That is a plus.
That's a huge fucking plus. That's why I got the extra point. Let's talk horror games.
What about them in particular?
So, what? First off, the tag horror is tagged on a lot of shit. The people hating on game. Let's just talk about them in general. So I love horror games. I played pretty much all of them. and there hasn't been one I haven't. There's been very few I haven't beaten. The only reason I haven't beat them is because mechanically they were boring, and it wasn't scary, and it was the same shit, over and over and over and over. One of the games that comes to mind is that one that we're hoping was good, where everyone's wearing those fucking masks. That was just boring. It was so fucking boring, and it wasn't scary because if the game mechanics become such a hindrance that it's not scary, because the game mechanics are just so much of annoying. It's like those Medusas in Castlevania. Like, it doesn't make the game better, it just makes it a hindrance. So, and then I think just because it's popular doesn't mean it's a good or bad game either.
So,
I think
like,
if you have to resource manage light, I automatically hate that mechanic. It's a cheap tactic to make it more suspenseful, but I also like to be able to see and explore the environment. I don't want it to be pitch black unless I decided to use a fucking candle. I hate that shit too.
So my take on this is I feel like most people don't understand, a lot of game developers I feel don't understand the thing about horror movies that actually make them work when they're good. Because like the things they latch onto, it seems, are like, oh god, there's a scary monster and it's dark.
Right.
And that's not enough. That is not enough to be scary.
Nope.
Take like a fucking Resident Evil. That completely fucking missed the point on the horror, except for that 7th one at the very beginning where they were correct, and then they flipped it by accident.
Oh, at the end of the Resident Evil 7?
Yeah, because you got a fucking gun and suddenly nothing could touch you.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I liked 7. I still like it as a game as a whole, but 7 intro was amazing, and then you were able to defend yourself in a game where the big thing was puzzle solving and walking around, but then they gave you a gun, and it's not like that game was like any of the other Resident Evils where there's like a horde of monsters. There's not that many in retrospect. There's a handful, so you didn't need a gun.
Yeah, and the resource management was trivial because even if you did have to shoot your way out, like you had enough. It was never like I have to make a hard choice.
Right. I think jump scares, people hate them, and I don't mind them.
I don't mind feel like them. They're lazy.
If it's constant jump scares, but if you threw in, like, fair. What game did I play where there was a jump scare in the game and it wasn't from a monster? I tripped over a bucket.
That's funny. That's a good jump scare.
I was like, oh shit! I was like, oh, it was me. Fuck. Like, that was a good one. I was like, damn, that was brilliant. But I don't mind jump scares as long as they're not consistent. Because I think part of the thing is, oh, there's a creepy thing. And all of a sudden, there is a jump scare. Like, holy fuck. I didn't see that coming. And then it just goes on and it's still creepy atmosphere. Maybe it never happens again. But I think that's a good one.
2 jump scares per media. This is all you're allowed.
I would say 2 jump scares for every 3 hours of content.
That's fair. Like, as long as it's not like, haha, the only scary thing is a jump scare.
Because I think the jump scares have a bad rep. Because honestly, a surprise startle could add to the element.
Also, I mean, I'll say it out loud. I think a surprise startle when it's not the scary thing is very effective.
It is. It could be a window shattering. Could be like something, a branch in the window. You don't know. And I think that you knowing the game doesn't have jump scares, which some people put in like Steam comments, I think kind of defeats that thing of, will there be one? Do I got it? Like, it's a tense moment. Yeah. The tension's there. I think nothing's wrong with it. And you can have jump scares and still have the game being creepy. An example will be, I can never remember that name of the game. Shadow something. I think I own it. It's a shitty-ass game, but I can't remember what it's called.
All right. I'm going to approach this from what I think is the perfect horror game.
All right, let's hear it.
Clock Tower on the SNES.
What?
I think Clock Tower on the SNES, which was a Japanese-only release originally, but they made
I was going to say it's a computer game, because I saw it for...
No, you want the SNES Clock Tower. That was the good one. Because it was the good one.
Why was the computer one any different, besides it looked a little crisper?
Is it a port of the SNES?
No, I think the SNES is a port of it.
Oh, well, maybe then. The thing that game gets right immediately, in my mind, as far as a horror game goes, is that you're okay. Like Resident Evil 2, you're ever hunted by something. You know it's coming for you.
Yep.
You have to keep moving. You cannot just stand and think.
Right.
And that's effective.
Right.
You aren't completely defenseless. Like, you can push that thing away, but every time you do, you slip a little bit more and more. You can't just keep doing it. So you have this feeling, at least at the start, of, oh yeah, I can deal with this. And as the game goes on, you are less and like, most games ramp you up and they make you stronger and stronger and stronger, and then you can deal with it. Whereas this game, you are getting whittled down more and more and more throughout the entire thing until you have nothing left and you cannot afford another attack.
Right.
And that's good. That's how horror should work.
That's similar to there's 2 parts of Home Sweet Home. There's part 1 and part 2. Part 1, brilliant. Part 2 sucked ass. And not because it was a sequel, because they took away all the things that made part 1 good and they released a genericism. And the story also didn't make much sense. And like the first one made total sense, and then for the most part, and then the second one just sucked. But that's the thing about Home Sweet Home is you can't stay still. You can hide sometimes, but she'll eventually fucking find you. And you have these, I think it was like you have a knife or something, so you are able to stab her once, and then it doesn't kill her, it just stuns her, and then you got to get the fuck away. She's also a fast bitch too, so she could always get you. Am I peeking? Fuck, I am.
But also, like, okay, the game I was talking about, just as an example, more than one ending, already great.
I like that.
The game plays differently depending on what you do. So if you do fuck up royally and lose, you can restart that game and go a slightly different path, and you see different shit.
I mean, I like that type of stuff too. I like the second they give you a gun. Usually horror games, I don't consider them horror. Doesn't mean they're bad. It doesn't. Oh, I should take it. They're still horror elemented.
The gun,
but they're still.
If there's a gun, it should be the very last thing.
Well, you can still have a horror themed game, and it doesn't have to be scary. Like, I still liked Resident Evil 3, even though it was short as fuck. I mean, it still has the horror elements to it. It's just not scary. I wouldn't be like, I'm gonna get scared from that game. It has the horror elements, but it's not a scary game. I think a lot of people think Evil Within 2 and Evil Within 1. I automatically don't count that as a scary game. It's a horror game because it has horror elements to it, but it's not scary because there's no anxiety. If you don't get anxiety from playing the game, there's 2 things happening. I don't care who you are, and if you challenge me on this, you're wrong. There's 2 things happening when you play these games. You need anxiety.
Yes.
And how you should get anxiety is you should be playing these games in the proper setting. If you're playing the game at noon, sun's out, through your speakers, you're not putting yourself in the right. It's like watching a blockbuster movie on a fucking phone and commenting how the sound wasn't great.
Right.
That's the equivalence. You got to be playing with headphones, preferably in the dark, and that's it. If you're not trying to get yourself built up in the anxiety, that's why you play the fucking games, is to be anxious.
Right.
There's no shame in it. That's the beauty of it. And you should question pushing on.
Those are things that you as the person playing can do to make the anxiety ramp up. But I don't think it's only on the person to do that, right?
Right.
Like the game design itself.
No, I'm saying you could have like the top shit scariest game in the world. Let's say Big Dick Energy Scary, and you play it in the day, and it's not gonna be it because that's not how they intended you to play the game either.
Yeah. Well,
they
also
like with headphones.
It's the same problem as like movies, right? Like once you figure out exactly what that thing is doing, once you know exactly how the monster moves, you know exactly what you have to do to fuck up, it loses it.
Yep.
Right?
100%.
Which is why a really good game like Clock Tower will fuck around with you and make the game change what it's doing sometimes to make it so you don't actually know. Unless you play that game a ton, like a ridiculous amount.
It could be the vulnerability is the key too. Because it's games like Resident Evil 3, they arm you, but they don't arm you well. They don't arm you well.
That's fair. But yeah, arming fucks you up because it's the classic. If it can bleed, you can kill it.
Yep.
So that gives you strength. And if you have strength in a horror situation, like if you're like me with a broken brain, it's no longer scary.
Right. The game I was thinking of was Shadows 2 Perfidia. And I don't know what Shadows 1 is. I don't think they even made it. I think they just started at 2. It was a Unity-based game. They use Unity assets. That game was one of the scariest games I played in the last 4 years.
Fantastic.
And it's so poorly done, but it's so greatly in how it's done. It's hard to explain. And you play two characters. You can play it one way, and then you play it the other character's perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And I played it early when I just started streaming, and it's if you get past the Unity assets, it's so fucking good. And they have a good Star Wars picture on there too, which is always good. But
yeah, just because something's low budget doesn't mean that like the person making it didn't understand what scary is.
I wish I knew what the first one was, because it's called Shadows 2. And
maybe
there's
Shadows
no original.
Their own project. They kept it to themselves and didn't release it.
It's the mannequins automatically. I don't like. I hate fucking mannequins. Like when mannequins start moving on their own.
Another thing to talk about.
I fucking hate mannequins. Those are horror elements that I just don't like. Spiders are bullshit.
Yep. I was gonna say there are things that humans inherently find scary, and one is things that are like people but aren't people.
Yep.
Fucking hate them.
Yep.
They can be mannequins. They can be just like weird flesh monsters that walk and kind of judder around like a person but doesn't walk like a person.
Those don't bother me as much.
Yeah, I know, because they try too hard. But I mean, like, there's an inherent fear there. I feel spiders.
Yeah.
Like insects with many legs.
I think the face of the spider gets me.
The French,
of course.
It's like somebody running at you with a baguette. It freaks you out. I get it.
This is my baguette.
Don't go to Quebec. Like, there are inherent human fears. They've researched this, like people have tried, and like that's why like a lot of sound design for like movies comes from. They're like, oh, do you know that the roar that they made for Jurassic Park for the T-Rex to make it sound scary, they put like predatory animal yells in it?
I believe it.
They put like lion roars and shit in there, and then like blended it in to try to tap into something in the back of your head.
Well, I think the big common misconception with a lot of people into games these days or horror is, one, gore makes it automatically scarier. The gorier it is, the scarier it is by default. No. Satanic elements. No. Common tropes. Common bullshit. I honestly think if I get anxious, like one of the things how you can tell it's a good game, in my opinion, on horror, is if you're playing the game, even if you're not like under complete tension, but they change the rules so many times that you don't know, like you hesitate going in the next room.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I don't want to go forward. I'm comfortable in this room. This room I feel safe. Nothing's killed me in this room. I don't want to go into the next one. Shadows 2 did that to me. I was like, I don't want to. This room is good. I hear shit walking around out there. I don't want to go out there.
That place is bad.
That place could be bad. There could be things there. One of the games that I did play recently, which was funny as shit, it's called was it Dead Falling or something like that?
That sounds a good name.
It was a good game. It was a point where a monster was at me and I charged it, and it was the best thing. I played the whole game in under it's like a 2-minute game.
Yeah. Here's a thing I want to talk about. I think about horror games. Do you think a horror game... All right, so one of the things that games will do to make you feel tension and feel scared is to make it so that if you were to die in the game, you lose a lot of progress.
I hate that.
There's a punishment.
No, I hate that shit.
But also, do you think it's effective?
No, I think it's shit because of when they have that, your save progression. Because then when you're like, what game did that? Deadly Premonitions did it. The saves were so far in between.
Yeah.
And the reason I hated it is because if the game crashes, you're penalized for it a lot.
You were mad because if the game could take it away from you without it being a proper punishment.
Yes. And the problem with games these days, they're too consistent.
I just think in my heart, if the monster gets you and you go back 2 minutes, that's not enough of a punishment.
Well, I'll answer Quabble's question first. Neither really. I hated Outlast because of the camera battery thing. I fucking hate that mechanic in every game. It's more of a nuisance than anything else.
Dead Space too.
And Dead Space was just a fun shooter game in a sense, like how I consider Resident Evil 4 to be a good one. As it means I consider it the same, but I wouldn't consider it scary. But and element wise, I think it's a good horror game.
Hold up though. Dead Space 2 though, with the fucking eyeball.
The eyeball scene. I did it right the first time. Did that not
make you uncomfortable?
Yeah, I did it right the first time. So I had to Google the bad way of doing that one.
Oh God.
Here's the thing though. Let's say you die to a monster and you go back 10 minutes. You already been through that 10 minutes. It's no longer stressful.
Yeah, you have to do it again. Yeah.
It's just now you're learning.
I don't know how you do it where it feels like enough of a punishment where it's like, God, it's chasing me. I don't want this to happen.
Multiple characters.
You don't. But then you still go through the old content again, don't you?
No, multiple characters. So you play a horror game.
Next character comes to a completely new area and new shit.
That character's done. You fucked up.
Oh, okay. Cut off that storyline.
That storyline's dead, and their influence no longer matters. Do it like how Heavy Rain and the Chronicle trilogy thing.
Fucking
Man of Medan.
Yeah. That whole that studio has got a really good approach to horror that I think is interesting.
Kill him off the character. Obviously, here's the thing. If you do it that way, you can't have it where you failed one spot, like on accident, you hit the right key, you're instantly dead. Most of the time. I mean, some spots maybe, but early on, maybe have it, now you're wounded a little bit, and you go on. Now, if you fuck up again, then you're dead. Don't have it where you're in a cutscene and all of a sudden they throw a quick time at you, and you were enjoying the scene, and all of a sudden now the person's dead. There's a lot of cheap parlor tricks to it.
Yeah, that part's cheap, but I think there is value, at least for a horror setting, to having this thing where you always have to be on edge because you never know. But yeah, fucking quick time event is fine. Cheap.
I think cinema scenes in games, there needs to be a clear indication of when the cinema starts and when the cinema ends.
Yeah, you should be able to set the controller down for a second and take a breather during a scene.
Games you can't pause can also go suck my ass.
Ooh, I respect sometimes though. Dark Souls, I respected the not being able to pause. It's not a horror game, but it ends up with like a horror element because like you can be someplace dangerous and not be able to put the controller down. I know,
but as like streaming sense and then all this other sense, it's just inconvenient.
Yeah,
I don't think that thing might add an element. Doesn't add a horror element. Doesn't add more stress. It just makes it seem like I can keep going, or should I wait?
It would be so brilliant though if a game made it so that if you pause during a scary part, it did something. It would be so good.
What game were I was playing where it did it really poorly? The sensor was bad, but it dictated like how fast you moved when a jump scare was supposed to happen, and you took damage for it.
Ooh.
Because you get a heart attack. Essentially, is the thing. I know. Was it Clock Tower? It was.
There was
that Dreamcast game. It was. I think it was Dreamcast. Illbleed. Illbleed.
Oh, yeah, that's not the one I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of a different one that was based on Lovecraft.
No, this one is Illbleed. I think your weapon is like a camera or something, but you got a heart meter. And if you get jump scares too much, you die. You lose. It gets you. I actually was thinking of playing Illbleed on stream. I thought that would be kind of funny. But I actually think that one is actually a pretty good one. Now, here's another element that I want someone to figure out a good way to do, and no one's done it yet, which is a shame because I would love it. Is a multiplayer horror game that can be scary.
I have takes about PT and Alien Isolation.
Oh yeah, so PT I loved. Alien Isolation I hated.
Well, PT
had a huge hype to it, but you got to understand it with PT, it was not supposed to be a game; it was a demo.
PT sucks because there are parts to it where it's not intuitive how to progress.
That's
and it's
the point.
Not. But also, it doesn't make it scarier.
No. So here's the thing about PT's origin. So I know a lot about this one.
It was cool,
because I was a good Hideo Kojima guy. PT had a thing where you're supposed to play through it each time goes through it. They had no intention of people figuring out how to do it because they left it purposely vague, so it would take you forever to do. Unfortunately, they didn't make it vague enough, and they did it because someone was streaming the game. That's the only reason someone beat the game, because one of the last puzzle, you physically have to talk to the fucker. That's how you stop it. And no one had a mic in, except for the streamer was talking to it, like talking to his audience, and that's how he solved the puzzle.
Demo for a thing.
It was, yeah. It was a demo teaser, and I think it was a good demo teaser. The elements were there for the most part. I would assume in the main game it wouldn't be as vague. But it was a publicity stunt in the sense of, here's the thing, no one knows how to progress, and it's going to take forever to figure out how to finish this fucking thing. And no one knows even what game it was for. And then it was supposed to be like this big reveal. Silent Hill.
It was a Silent Hill.
Yeah, if only it was.
What the fuck? What if Hideo Kojima made a fucking Silent Hill game? You know, it would have been incredible.
It would have been the best. It would have been honestly the best fucking thing.
It would have been the weirdest batshit insane game.
Yes, it would, because he's a weird fucking batshit guy. And I love him for it. And it would have been great, but they fucked that one up. I still have it, I have it on my PS4 as well. I still have it on mine. Alien Isolation I thought was dumb. I didn't like how the alien AI ran around. They were always on top of you to add suspense. Even though if you're crawling completely silent, that fucker's always going to be in your proximity. So there's really no reason to fully do it.
My take for Alien Isolation is that once you know how the alien works and once you have stuff, the alien is no longer a threat.
Yeah, I didn't have stuff ever. I went like 2 hours in. I was like, I'm bored. It didn't keep me entertained. I was like, eh. It became a hassle. It became one of those games where it was more of a stealth game than a horror game, where I just got to figure out how to walk and be evading. Don't like stealth games. That's how it is. Sometimes I don't. It depends on the game. Sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. You are right.
Hitman's good though.
Hitman's a good one though. That's a different stealth game, and that one's okay. What other element? So go back
Hitman,
to the multiplayer one. Game. The multiplayer horror one would be you have no contact with each other.
That's what I'm conflicted about, because I think.
But people would choose Discord.
I think Phasmophobia does it in a pretty good way. I think it's close to what a good multiplayer horror game is.
They are.
People abuse it by using Discord and getting around it, but
we never did. We didn't do it fucking once.
And if I had never fucking looked up any information on that game, I would still be trying to figure it out, to be fair.
That's a drink for saying TV.
Drink.
Lucy! Like, hopefully you're not working right now.
My wife will come back in a bit. So, Lucy, get excited for somebody being like, hey, it's Lucy.
Unless she's still working. She might have to do a 24-hour shift today.
Fuck.
Yeah. I don't know. Are you home, Lucy? That is a lot of time. I think Phasmo did a good job of getting it really close. And that type of thing would be like you're traveling through this area. You're split up often. And the only form of communication is certain spots you got to walk and you got to open the door and say, I did it. Yeah. You got 3 minutes to get to this lever. And then you got to hit it at the same time or something. With some fucking thing chasing you and you got to hide all the time.
Walkie-talkie is a good mechanic. Like, the fact that your walkie-talkie gets cut off if the thing is hunting you. The part where they fucked up is that talking when the ghost is hunting you didn't chase you. So you could still talk to each other. But if it worked like how we thought it worked, where you couldn't, that's kind of cool.
But now it works that way. Like, is it going to pop in and say, oh, thank you, Lucy.
Well, thank you, Lucy.
You're not working. Are you working till the morning? Are you working till the morning? Or are you actually getting off at like 11 tonight? You're not doing the 24-hour thing, are you?
I'll tell my wife Sam that you were happy to potentially see her.
Yeah. But yeah, I think they're on the right path. Honestly, and the funny thing is, you just gotta wait for another company. Off at 3. Awesome. That's fucking good. So that's like an hour and a half, 2 hours and a half, 2 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour.
I don't know what time zone.
Yeah, it's 1.5 hours from now. Phasmo, I can't wait for a good, like a bigger company to steal the ideas. So then there's competition on this level.
Can you imagine a fucking AAA version of Phasmo?
Yep.
Fuck.
With actual updates, like constant, like game changer updates. The problem is he has no incentive to update in the game.
Yeah, there's only a couple of guys who are making it, right? Or is it one?
It's like 1 or 2 guys, yeah. I think he contracts out people. The issue
with
it...
because like the models and stuff are very, like, I got this from somewhere.
They added that to, like, today.
And yeah, like when you're playing, they like flicker in and
he
out. But if
means
you're a
use
ghost
it-
and see them
he-
walking, it fucking looks stupid.
Yeah, all he means use it against them, so it quotes some of the lines you're saying, like it's temporarily recording you and then sends it back to you. I mean, that would be.
It
nice
does that.
Too. Does it? I never.
Through
heard
the
once.
they added that a while ago in the ghost boxes.
When they do that?
I don't remember, but there's
After we
patch
started
notes
playing?
about it. No, it was during. I just don't think we because like yeah, one of the things it would do during the ghost box, and I think it was like a September update, is take a audio clip of something somebody said earlier and play it back at a higher pitch, which just sounds funny as shit.
I don't think I've ever heard that once, and it couldn't have been September. The game came out the last week of September.
Did it?
Yep, September 25th.
Did we play that thing when it was super new?
Yeah, I played it 3 days after it came out.
Fuck. Okay, yeah, no, there was definitely an update though where it would play back very rarely, but
I've never heard it once. So I wonder if
I heard it one time from a Reddit post and people were freaked out about it and it was very funny.
I know, but was a Reddit post confirmed? Like it actually happened?
Other people confirmed it, but also the internet. Can I trust it? I don't know.
Probably not. I've never heard it once, which is a shame. I hope it's there. Maybe it will ramp up more. I would love a AAA title. I think Phasmo was on the right path. It was creepy at first. Like that game was definitely creepy at first. And
you played a lot of fucking Phasmo.
I did. Well, I love the horror element. It was the only newest horror game that actually did its fucking job.
It did two things very good for streaming. One, it was a horror game that was decent. Two, you could do some really fucking stupid shit.
Yeah.
And being able to be a fucking idiot is always good.
Oh man, when we thought it could hear us and we were hiding in the bathroom and a gastronaut just yelling
at people to stop yelling.
He was like, I think we're in the right spot or something like that. And I'm just like, motherfucker, you were right next to each other. Don't get me killed. It was just, and we couldn't help but laugh. So we're trying to like cover the microphone so it doesn't pick up us laughing. Oh, it did. Honestly, they increase the aggressiveness of the ghost, make it appear and disappear more. So it like, jump scares you possibly.
It was always on a track though. It always had to go in certain areas, and unless it had line of sight to you, it never would actually get you.
Well, now it should, right?
Yeah, now it should be able to go deviate from its course.
We'll have to jump on that and test that out one of these times. A lot of people I watch who played this game, and I'm going to judge them, and I'll continue to judge them, and I'll stand by my fucking statement. The people who stayed in Discord.
Yeah,
the ones in Discord. It's like, why bother? Why fucking bother?
The entire fucking point of the game is the microphone stuff.
Right. That's the whole thing. What was I going to say? But I hope another one makes it like that. I think a good element of horror is the anxiety. The jump scares are good as long as it's not overdone and cheap. The environment and the unknown of it all. Like the unknown. Like Fear did it early on. Like, oh my god, first Fear game, even though you had a gun, I'd go down this ladder and all of a sudden that little girl's like, you go to a ladder and then your guy turns around to go down it. And the fucking little girl's staring at me. I was like, oh shit. So I quickly go down the stairs. I turn left and another fucking ghost is standing there.
So,
oh, that was fucking intense. But the game was trash.
Fear was smart though, because you had a gun, but you couldn't shoot the fucking ghost.
No, you only shot the soldiers.
Right. So it's beautiful because it gave you that mechanic. The thing that normally breaks a horror game.
You couldn't fight the horror thing.
You can't fight the horror. You had to fight the other shit that was also trying to kill you.
I think Fear 1 and Fear 2 were really good. Fear 2 was the weirdest fucking ending in the world. You got raped by the ghost. Spoiler, guys, people. The ghost. I'm not even lying.
Yeah.
She rapes you. She completely does it. I'm not bullshitting. That's what happens.
That's a mechanic.
Because she wants to get pregnant, so she rapes you. That's how the game ends.
Cheeseman, I respect your position of liking puzzles and horror games. I think some horror games go up their own ass too hard with puzzles.
They do. I say Resident Evil 1 and 2, the original, were some pretty bullshit up their ass.
So, like, okay, puzzles in horror games. I appreciate a puzzle that's like, how do I plug this electronic thing or whatever I need to advance? How do I make this reach there?
That's true.
That's an okay puzzle. Bad puzzle. I have to fucking do a Sudoku puzzle
Wait, what game did you say? Oh, that one.
Bullshit reasons. While Tool's laughing in the corner, and I get eaten by a ghost.
That was pretty funny. I think the convoluted.
The puzzles need to be challenging, but they can't be like, okay, you need to open up a fucking encyclopedia.
I like those. I don't even mind the Sudoku one. I think the encyclopedia one where you have to like look up stuff. First off, I was drinking. Secondly, I was in a high pressure situation. I think psychosis was rubbing off on me a bit because I kept flipping the numbers around. All I was doing was transposing. I solved it. I just transposed the fucking things.
Yeah, I know.
And thirdly, the puzzles I'm talking about that are dumb are we gotta go get like 7 okay. It's the puzzle systems with inventory management. We gotta grab like fucking red gems, blue gems, rook, and king pieces.
That is just busy work. That's not a puzzle.
I know, it is busy work. I hate those ones. And Resident Evil was notorious for that shit.
Now, I will say, if the busy work is in service of another system in the game, so like, if the busy work, you're being hunted, and something that is busy work causes that thing to catch up to you more and more as you're doing it, that's potentially interesting.
Yeah, but in Resident Evil, it wasn't like that because all you have to do is circle check the room. Yeah.
It's just like, oh, this sucks. I have to do this for 10 minutes and nothing's happening.
Possible zombie respawn.
Power annoying problem and move these rings.
I like that. They need more escape room games that are horror, but not horror where it's just pitch black.
Okay. I also have a beef with escape room games. And it's not because like escape rooms are bad. Escape rooms are cool. The problem with escape room games is like I respect them when the escape puzzle is like finding out a practical solution. Like, how do I get through this lock? Where's the thing to undo this lock? How do I get to the thing that undoes this lock?
Right.
I hate it when it's like I have to take the first letter of all these books on the bookshelf and rearrange them into a
I hated that mask one. I hated that mask one. That mask one gave us so much trouble. Yeah, that one.
I like it when it's me being clever, not when I have to solve the fucking a year that somebody died because they made it the fucking lock combination.
Oh, I really wish it was another escape room game. I don't know.
How cool would it be if there was an escape room puzzle where it's like the lock is just like there's no combination room for the lock.
There's an absolute variation in quality.
You just have to fucking learn the skill of fucking lock picking to get through this lock.
I think honestly, Joystick and I, besides the ones we beat Lucy, and we have the third one to still beat together. I think besides those 3 we played Lucy, and some of the few I played with Joystick, like the first one we played was pretty solid.
Yeah.
The first chapter was really good.
Very late on that first one.
First chapter. The second chapter was very bullshit. Third chapter was decent. And then the Sudoku one was okay, but pretty dumb. I liked the dungeon one.
The dungeon one was right.
I love that was funny.
I think some of the puzzles in the dungeon one were bad, but I think
the
experience as a whole, where it's like, oh, it's the fucking apples that are in the corners, the colors, you have to match them. Fuck you, game.
With the dragon wings, is like the ones facing upwards and downwards and eat ass, and it has to do with candles. Man. Yeah,
you have to eat ass to get through the puzzle, and I hated it.
Yeah, of course, it was so salty and chunky. I don't know. I just wish I think Phasmo could catch up on it, and a couple other games could make it a little better, you know?
I think Phasmo's on the right pace. I think that's the right kind of direction. Somebody else just needs to pick up that and run with it.
Or he needs to hire people, and everyone's gonna hate me for saying this, but he has to really follow through on this claim. Make a expansion pack that includes like 12 maps and charge $5 for it. But hire someone else for it.
Hear me out. Expansion pack, but you play as the group that goes in to clean up the ghost afterward.
You got to go get all the tools everyone left behind, and then they'll see our games, and it's like just everything.
I would love it if they just spread shit all over, and it's like you have to pick all this up, and then also you got a report that the ghost is blank based on what the other team did, and this is the ghost you should go in and kill, and it's the wrong fucking ghost. You have to deal with the other people's fucking problem.
I think also if he hired people, and he has the money to do it now, he's loaded. There's no way in hell he isn't. Think about it. The game was what, $15? I think over 1 million people bought the fucking game. Right? Wouldn't that seem fair? Of a number? Can we tell? Isn't there a way to tell?
Whoever made that fucking game is rolling in money.
Yeah. Peak player base. Phasmophobia. I just want to see
that game came out at a perfect time where we were all in fucking quarantine and we needed a fucking game to play with other people. And they were like, "Yo, you want a 4-player game?"
So yeah, over 1 million people had to buy it because at a peak time, 100,000 people were 115,000 were playing it in October. That was at its peak simultaneously, which isn't always happening. People buy the game, play it once.
When the servers were super broken, yeah. It's just funny.
Yeah, and they've only actually went down only half since then. The guy had to at least have 1 million sales.
Yeah.
He can afford somebody to make some maps for him.
But, well, okay,
drop
hear me out,
$20K on it.
How many... Okay, you're this
person. He could make more money on it. He could spend $10. Everyone who bought it is going to buy another $10 worth. Boom.
The thing that they have to do to make that game more profitable than it already is.
Yeah.
Subscription. It's a lot of work. Don't do that. They would have to release it like on consoles.
Nope. I say that the expansion pack thing is what they got to do.
Expansion pack. I'm a sucker. I'd buy an expansion pack. But,
I would buy $10. If you put it for $10, even if half the people bought it, that's $500K. Even if you gave someone $20K. All right, Lucy. Hopefully, I'll see when you get home. If not, you should go to sleep.
Hi, Lucy.
A perk and classes. I think perks and classes would ruin the game. What's up at Gastronaut tuxedos? Oh yeah, we went for those tuxedos.
Oh yeah, hats. It's got to be hats. Although, the character models. If I could pay money to have a character model that when I play in VR doesn't look like they are deficient, I would pay money for that.
Open up the Steamworks so you can have your own character. I could be a vape pen. Thanks for stopping by, Lucy. I mean it. No, I think I honestly pay a level editor $20K for 3 months work. That's decent. Have them make 15 maps. How hard could that be?
Game development hard. I'll give them credit. Game development hard. I can't make a game.
15,
can you make a game?
No, not the game. The map for it.
Do you think you can bust out a map?
If I had the tool for it's Unity, yeah.
All right. Okay, tool.
It wouldn't be a good map because I have no artistic talent.
It's just a box.
It would be boxes. But isn't that all maps are? Are there boxes and then they add the decals?
They're just really pretty boxes.
I mean, they are. You have your path and you can't jump in the game. So it's box, box, box. And then you throw a bunch of shit in the room that has collision on it. So, yeah. Make a bunch of maps and then maybe pay a guy. And then he doesn't have to work on the maps anymore. He has his map guy. And he has his map guy.
Lord. You have to play as a mouse.
So he can focus on making the ghosts not limp.
I think I kind of agree with Agast. Like, they need more maps, but I think they also need to do shit to mix up the ghost behavior.
Hopefully the talking thing will change some games a bit.
Well, not only that, I feel like I hate this conceptually because I think that good play should always get you where you need to be. But I think there needs to be like variants of Ghost that don't follow the normal rule.
Right.
And I don't know how you implement that without it being cheap.
On professional, make it so he will have the same signals that dictate what he is. But I honestly say, make him move faster at a different rate. Make him have the ability to go through walls, maybe make it
add a fourth thing.
Or yes, definitely. Or make it so those things we never use have a function to it. The sound shit, for instance.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Make the fourth thing one of those sound things. Yeah, he hates books, so he'll throw them all the time.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm sure somebody's already fucking made this in Gary's mod. Honestly.
Yeah.
People are insane.
Yeah, they usually do. I mean, someone made Among Us in VR, for fuck's sake.
The thing, though, that Phasmo has for me is that if you're playing on PC, PSVR, you have not Silent Hill. Boy, if only. Resident Evil 7. You can play that in PSVR.
Yeah, it's not that great.
And the intro to that is probably the best VR horror game ever made.
Yes.
But like if you're on
on
VR, there's not very many horror games that are
not
like
good ones.
Good.
No, you got Exorcist, which has good environmental, but the controls are absolute ass.
There's
and when you drop an item, they disappear.
What's that one that's out that it has like 2 parts and they're all like separate little, basically roller coaster rides? They fucking suck.
Oh yeah, I have that one. That's on PSVR as well as
something of horror. I don't remember what it's called.
It's in the same universe as
You can play Stranger Things map in it.
What's that game on the PlayStation that everyone liked that had all those famous people in it? That was like in the snow and it's a horror game that plays like heavy rain and
Frozen.
Shit. No. Dick. I have the game. I'm gonna look it up now. PlayStation horror games.
Oh yeah, I know the one you're talking about. That one's cool. I actually like that one.
Until Dawn.
Yeah, Until Dawn.
It's
that did some cool shit, but
it's
also
that rail one you're talking about. It's called Rush of Blood, and is in the Until Dawn universe.
No, it's not.
Yeah, Until Dawn, Rush of Blood.
That's not the one I'm talking about.
The roller coaster one, where it's a VR roller coaster one.
That's not the one I'm talking about.
I wonder which one you're talking about. Then.
All right, I'm gonna find out. You keep talking.
I don't know. Frozen 2, I think.
Frozen 2.
Frozen 2. But I think
Layers of Fear.
How is that like a roller coaster?
Because you just go through from room to room, but you don't really interact.
That's called linear.
No, it's fucking not. You can't do anything.
Yeah, you do. You have to do some puzzles in that one.
You have to move some shit around, but I don't count that.
Yeah,
you might as well just make a roller coaster that takes you from one room to another, and then you do a thing, and then okay, fine, it's linear. Fuck it.
I beat those. I liked Layers of Fear for one reason. Art review. We art reviewed the shit out of that, but they reused the same painting.
You can't count art review as quality.
Art review was popping off in that one.
Layers
we were
of Fear
fucking beast.
I hate it in the sequel, because
sucked.
They added you a way to walk around, but it still didn't fucking matter.
And they added a thing to die. Like it wasn't just like environmental creepy. Like they added a quick like.
And then you go back like 10 minutes, and you're like, "Fuck!"
I died only once. Not knowing you could die.
A talk thing.
I didn't know you could die, and then I ended up dying. I was like, "Oh fuck, you can die in this."
It's like I don't know what to do here, and then I died, and I'm like, okay, cool. You didn't communicate to me what I should have done to not die. So, great job, horror game.
Mm-hmm. What game did I play where they didn't communicate something I got totally boned in my ass?
That's the thing. Like, okay, my hot take. In a horror game, you should know exactly what you have to do, but that shouldn't help you. Like, that should not make you feel less stressed out. Because the thing that it should ask you to do should be like, oh, I have to do that.
What game was it that I had to do that? Where I was like, oh, don't tell me I got to open that. And then I was like, I don't want to go back to go do that.
For a second there, I thought Monk was saying that roller coasters are scary, and you're not wrong, but it's not because...
I don't think roller coasters are scary. I think they're fun.
There's a thing. Okay. Roller coaster... The first time you ride a roller coaster, it's scary.
I'll remember.
But roller coasters function under you not believing you'll be okay. And if you 100% believe you'll be okay, which is the rational thing to do, it's not scary.
Quabo is actually 100% right on that.
So
Quabo is actually, I like the idea, and I even thought of the mechanic to make it work. It's where you get possessed by the ghost, your mic is turned off. You're not able to communicate with people. So your character does something, and you're not able to tell people you're possessed until they get the holy water out.
No. What if they used audio clips from you earlier in the game?
Oh, that would even be better, but you're still not able to to talk.
It just plays them randomly.
Yeah.
Just like, that's the only way to know something is wrong, is that you say something completely bullshit for whatever you're doing. But if you spend the entire game like a lot of people I know, where you're like, Check in this room. Hello? Hello?
Yeah. I mean, with us, they never know because we always say the dumbest shit randomly and repeatedly, so we'll never even know.
All right, but God damn it! What did I read? What did I read that made me think about a horror thing?
Fuck. Or he gets possessed and he gets the knife, the bloody weapon in the map, and he can kill one of you with it.
And this shouldn't be uncommunicated. Like, there should be a ghost type when you open it up. It's like, oh shit, this thing will possess people.
Yeah, that would be cool.
And then you get like 2 of the hints. It's like, well, it might be that one. And then you see somebody acting weird. Like, it would be so good.
Or that ghost, you don't know if it's that ghost. It has like the common types, like temperature read is constant for it. That ghost actually has 5 types that he sends off, and you don't know if it's him. Or 4.
My dream for that scenario is that it doesn't take away control from the player completely. It's just like you happen to be walking through the kitchen and you just grab a knife randomly, and you're like, what the fuck? And you can't drop it. And then the next thing you know, things go bad.
I think you should be walking and you do have like a little somewhat indication. Like you don't know your mic's off and you're trying to talk. And then after a little bit, you realize you have no control.
You should have some control for a bit.
That's what I'm saying. In the beginning, you're possessed, your mic's off, you have control still.
Yeah. It's just like exactly like the joke of, it's like you are in a totally normal situation until slow. It can't be sudden, because if it's sudden, it's bullshit.
Right.
You should have some indication, if you know what to look for, that like something is wrong, but you can't communicate it. But it is a beautiful thing the first time. If it is like
the problem
you're
is this...
walking around everyone else, you're just doing your shit, and then suddenly you accidentally kill somebody else, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and that's the problem too, is that if only there was a way to communicate, because that's a hot take idea. That's a hot take idea on how to fuck shit up. And I think that ghost, if it's that ghost type, you don't know it, it should share. It should have 4 types and it could share with somebody else. So it could be a wraith. Like, you wouldn't be like, it's one of those ghosts right away. We know it's him. That ghost shares.
Well, no, that's what the 4th type is for.
Yeah.
Is that, like, it fits a normal ghost, but also, bonus credit, check for another thing. Oh, shit.
So he has he has 4 of the types. If 4 types go off, then you know it's him. That ghost shares all the types. He shares all the types with it, but he has a 4th one. He has a 4th one in there that you don't know. So it also could discredit, be like, wait, it can have voice box. We have this temp already. And then boom, you're like, oh shit! And then joystick stabbed in the back.
As is tradition.
As is tradition here. All right, we didn't have. Let's get to I mean, this is a serious topic.
It's a good topic.
No,
we talked about that for a while.
I know, but we're going to talk about the difference between governmental censorship and corporate censorship.
I need to use the restroom.
Go use it. I'll go off on the
Okay.
phone.
I mean,
I'll tell a back tale. I'll tell the back tale what I've been up to.
Okay.
Okay, so I've been on Twitter. Because I've been seeing a lot of posts about how Twitter's like China, blah, 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 blah. Censorship, blah, 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 blah. I did see things from Parler. So here's the thing. One, that statement, how we're like China censorship and all this shit, discredits the severity of what the fuck is going on in China. Severely discredits the severity of what is happening in China. So, automatically, fuck you for making that statement. Secondly, these companies always had a terms of service. Forever. Absolutely forever. You can't threaten people with physical harm. You never could. And they could make a rule on their platform that says, hey, you can't like cupcakes. You cannot promote cupcakes. I fucking hate cupcakes. I don't want anyone ever talking about cupcakes on there. And if you start talking about cupcakes as that platform, I can ban you. Simple as that. Now, everyone's going to be like, that's speech. You can have all your rights to say whatever you want, blah, 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 blah. Well, you're right in a way, but not on that platform you don't. if you really feel strongly against it, do what people did in the olden days. Start your own newspaper. It's that simple. It's that easy. You can be banned on Warcraft for saying shit.
Yep.
No, not if it's well, you can if it's a private company in the sense of that private company made that cupcake rule. Right. That's what I'm saying. You can.
Here's the thing.
By making your own company and have your
that
own
people don't understand.
And then host it yourself.
Imagine if you did something in a fucking bar. Could they throw you out of that bar?
Well, it depends on. Well, are you asking seriously or asking what these people think?
No, I'm just saying what people get shut down on and they complain. Yeah. If like the owner of the bar sees you do a thing, can they throw you out?
Well, it's kind of funny for the same reason that people are upset about how the one bakery wouldn't let people. They wouldn't make gay wedding cakes. These same people are saying they have their right. It's their private company to make those. They should not have to. They don't have to make a gay wedding cake if they don't want to. Same logic as they can ban him.
A company can say, I don't want to make a gay wedding cake. And then also you don't need to shop there. And you can deny them business.
Right. And that's the thing. Everyone has the right to refuse. Also, we've been under corporate censorship for a long time. If you announce you work for a certain company, they could have rules in that company saying you're not allowed to talk about certain things. You're not allowed to say shit.
Yeah, if I at any point start going off about certain topics, or if I say my real name and what I actually do, my actual job, then I have to have all kinds of disclaimers.
Yeah. Like how I was like, these are my opinions as well, that don't affect the company. And even if you throw the disclaimer out there, even if you make that disclaimer, you're still able to get fired for it if you say something stupid.
Correct. If I go some way off the fucking rails, I haven't said anything, I think, on this podcast? On this video cast. That I think my direct manager would hate.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
It's a thing though. So I went off. So the origin of why I would normally don't talk about this type of shit on here because I like it to be lightweight and funny. But on Twitter, I've been seeing a lot of shit.
People are fucking stupid. I hate it.
They are. They're fucking dumb. But I can't help myself because I'm a piece of shit. So I always ask people to explain themselves. That's all I've done. That's all I've done. I've only asked them to tell me why. That's it. I don't ever give my opinion. On Twitter, I don't. I usually just ask them, what are you thinking? Why, who, and what? So this was Solomon's fault. He did apologize for it. I'm still going to give him shit for it. Solomon made a post of the Chinese flag with the Twitter things, the bird instead of the bullshit on China's flag. So they did that. And I said, lol, I don't get it. So his friend or someone who followed him went on there and said, Google China censorship. And I'm like, I get Chinese censorship. I get it. But I don't get it. It goes, Google some other thing, or Google how conservatives are being overly censored on Twitter. And I go, oh, they are? Okay. Who was banned and what did they say? And he goes, why? And then he goes, blah, blah, blah. Why did Trump deserve to be banned? I'm like, besides Trump, we're not talking about who else was banned. You said widely spread. Who else was banned? And what did they say? He tried to deflect it again by saying, blah, blah, blah. Why did Trump? I want to ask again, why did it? And I go, no. I want to know who else was banned and what did they say? So he sends me this link of people's suspensions. All of them were Trump's on his multiple accounts. And I go, okay. You're telling me a blanket site. You didn't tell me what was said, who else was banned, and what. And he goes, fine, I concede. And then he put in parentheses, but I don't. Why was Trump banned from Twitter? And I go, again, you're conceding, but you really don't. So you're an idiot. Who else was banned? You said widespread. And from what you're telling me, all widespread meant is this one take. And there's no widespread block because you can't. He goes, Google the answer. I'm like, I'm not Googling it. You're the one who's saying it. You tell me. And then he's like, I'm done debating with you. You have a good night. And I go, I never debated. I never gave you my opinion. I asked you to just tell me yours. Who else is being banned? And what did they say? And this is a common trope I've been dealing with this whole fucking time because people can't tell the difference between one, government censorship, and 2, private company banning you for breaching their terms of service. And I play by the same rules. I play by the same rules on Twitch. These fuckers clearly don't stream enough. Because I could say if I said something stupid and got banned, or if one of my models in the Salty Bet, the Mugen fighter that we play, showed something, I could be in trouble for that. And I've been very careful on that. Like
I'm sorry, Mrs. China Service, I swear, doesn't show any nudity.
I know. So
now the guy who's a hard R for the name.
I should check. I don't think he's back. I should check if he's back. No, he's not. Like, you looked, right? He's not back, is he?
I don't think I saw it, but I also didn't look super hard.
I'm going to look now. There was a person that had a really racist name and character so in general. Oh and I was like, what? I saw it on accident.
Early 2000s internet edgy kind of bullshit.
Yeah, it was. Up until now, because there's still some edgy shit on there. I mean, I had Osama bin Laden on there too. Guess what he did?
Roll your eyes shit, not. Anyway.
So
Flark is asking if my picture is real. The fuck?
Who?
In Discord, sorry. I got angry.
Oh, so I'm just saying, if anyone actually thinks there's widespread censorship or even remotely like China, you're a fucking idiot. It's simple as that. We always had terms of service. I've been banned from Warcraft for something I said. I had it coming. I was banned from the King of the Hill forums for something I said. I breached the terms of service.
But like, that's it.
Jesus Christ,
that's what I'm saying. You were in the bar that is World
I
of
broke
Warcraft.
the rule. I broke the rules.
You broke the rule that was over the fucking bar counter, and they threw you out of the building.
Well, to be
right.
honest, some of those it's like an Encyclopedia Britannica rule, but I mean they're pretty open, basic rules.
It's a very important rule.
Yeah, they're pretty basic rules.
But like, here's the ultimate guide to not getting kicked off of social media. Are you ready? Are you ready for the greatest tip?
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Don't be a piece of shit.
Oh, I already broke that rule.
Like, no, you
I know.
do funny bullshit, and sometimes it goes over a line a little bit, but it's not like malice.
There's gonna be some malice in there.
not to the same extent.
Not
as some
to the
of these
same
fuckers.
extent. Like bringing zip ties to.
You see the shit on Parlor that.
I did. Parlor was really bad. Parlor was super bad. And it was so bad that Amazon, who was like, I love money, 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 is like shut down. Because they were I read the few Parlor. I only looked up a little bit about Parlor, like a very little bit. And I would say 3 out of the 5 of posts that I read on Parlor were violent, saying how they're going to shoot people.
Yeah, or planning.
To do it.
I think Toby's got the right idea. Fuck Nazis.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's not plot to murder people.
I mean, is that a big leap?
Is that hard?
I guess it is. Wait, Parlor Watch? I didn't go on Parlor Watch. I should have been before.
I only learned about this today. It's fascinating. It's a Reddit, yeah. They're pretty excited because
I would have used that for. Wait, Parlor Watch got shut down?
No, the Parlor got shut down completely.
I'm trying to load Parlor Watch. It's not working.
And there's like no servers or anywhere in the US that wants to host them. And I think the guys who run it are like really reluctant to go outside the United States. How can you have such a weird standard? Anyway.
I'm looking. Let's see. Oh, for fuck's sake.
It's a whole fucking thing, dude.
Is there ever notice that they all look the fucking same?
Fucking like Illinois people, Nazis.
All the same fucking. All the fucking. What the fuck? It's the Moe, the face with the eyes. The thing where you're not supposed to look at the image or else it kills you.
Did you see it?
I just saw it. It's her though.
You're gonna die.
I am.
All right. Well, join me on the next stream where I host, I guess.
Oh no. She looks weird. I wish I knew about that. That's fucked. That is so fucked. So, Oh, yeah,
it's
really,
fucked.
It's not even a hard concept, right? Like
be decent. Just be a decent person.
It's
What's
not.
so
It's
hard?
not even that. It's the thing that these people who I'm not even talking about the political aspect of being a decent person.
Asshole to people who deserve to be an asshole too. Don't be an asshole to people who don't deserve it.
I'm saying it's what's insane is the people who are defending it or the people who are preaching how they're going to Parler and how they're quitting Twitter and all this other bullshit. One, doubt they'll come back because they can't help themselves. Two, it's actual horse shit because I challenge at least everyone I challenge on these things. They say two major things. One, they don't like to talk politics, which I think is the biggest cop out in the world because we should be able to have a civil discussion about it. And the reason I don't
talk about fucking politics on the side anyway.
Yeah, they want to echo chamber the headlines, and that's another thing. I want to talk about the events and what people are actually doing. And whenever people say they don't like to talk politics, when you do it, it's like because I don't want to get in an argument. Like, why are you getting in an argument? I just want to like get your take. I want to hear what you have to say. You'll probably barely hear what I think. I just want to know what you think. And the reason they don't answer me is because they don't know what they think. They're quoting the fucking headlines. They're going to tell me to do my own research, which is anti-vax logic right there. Fucking pretty much the same line. Do your research. Don't be a sheep.
Look it up.
I don't want you have the answers. You read it. You tell me these fucking answers. I want to hear why you think this. And everyone so far I ask whenever I want to talk about this shit says, I don't want to talk politics. Get the fuck out of here then. Like, then you don't know what you're talking about because I'm actually not going to be mad. If you had a reason, as I made a comment, which I hope this doesn't breach terms of service, but I made this comment to Joystick before we were live. I said the line, the difference between QAnon and Nazis, at least Nazis actually know what they believe. Nazis, despite them having the absolute bullshit of belief system, it's there. QAnon is believing conspiracy theories. What the fuck?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's true. It's true.
And the people who don't want to talk politics are the people who just read those headlines and did their own research, but their research involved Facebook. And that's lazy and it's shitty and it's unfortunate because those people who also do that are one of the louder people about politics.
Somehow, inexplicably worse than being a Nazi.
I didn't think there was a way to get worse than being a Nazi.
They figured it out.
But how?
It's to be intolerant.
Here's another thing too. Here's another thing too. The biggest thing of it all. You're let's say there's two sides. You have your one side and you have your other side. You're on the side and you look to your left, you look to your right, you're like, wow, there's a lot of KKK and Nazis here. Are you on the right side?
Are we the bad guys?
Are we the bad guys? That's all I think about. I mean, if they're on that side with you, there was one group where I think it happened, and South Park made a joke about it. It's where they were like arguing over the flag, and the KKK had their back. Keep the flag the same, and they're like, no, we don't want you over here. Please go somewhere else. We don't want to be here. We don't want you here. Because you're gonna now make us look like the bad guys. You are the bad guys. If they're on your side, they're the bad guys in every fucking game. They're the bad guys in every fucking movie. They're the bad guys because they're the fucking bad guys.
They're the bad guys.
They're the bad guys.
They've never been questioned as not being the bad guys.
They've always been the bad guys. It's not even a hard concept. They're the fucking bad guys, man. And you can be edgy humor and say they're not sometimes, but they're the bad guys. It's not even a hard concept.
I mean, it's not like they're annoyed by people. They want to kill them actively. And that's fucked up.
Yes. And when they don't want to kill
everyone, and that's fine.
If they don't want to kill that person, or when they're done killing that person, they're probably going to want to kill you after.
I mean, they aren't going to draw the line. You already know this.
The line's been drawn. At this point,
the line, and it will go anywhere it needs to be as long as it's not the person who drew it.
Right. People that said kids' minds in the future. That said kids' minds are the future. Well, oh my God. You're 100% right on that too.
One person fucking chose
I know.
for children of the future. No one else has ever said it, apparently.
Nope. Not even a fucking teacher has once said that. Not a famous teacher.
There's not a fucking song by a famous artist. I think Mariah Carey.
I'm just saying, if you look to your right, left and right, and you got just racism, Nazis, fucking supremacists left and right.
Your tattoos, and this person, oh, they have their right hand, and it's just pointed out. That's bad.
Oh, you got the Confederate flag going here too. Oh, wow, shit. Whoa.
I mean, it's important American history.
Yeah. Yeah, the losing side for being the bad guys.
Traitors.
For being the bad guys. It's not a hard concept. This is easy. This is even propaganda. This is a thing. This is XYZ happened.
We already handled this. We killed a bunch of people. Why
it was a big world thing. They made Call of Duty as a thing because of this. Like, come on.
Fought World War II more times than anyone else in the entire fucking world because of Call of Duty.
Yeah.
You
would think. And I also hate the younger generation for this. The shape the future bullshit too. They played Call of Duty so many goddamn times, and they haven't figured out they're on the bad guys team. How is that not a thing? You know the problem? Call of Duty originally, you could play the Axis on the multiplayer mode. And they had the overpowered gun. Yeah, well, they had the MP44, which was the best gun because it was broken. But that's not the point. It's not the fucking point. They're always with the bad guys. And in fact, it became like a trope in like the late 90s, early 2000s, where it's like, oh, they're going to make the Nazis again. They made a movie about the Nazis on the moon. They're the bad guys.
I wrote a book about Nazis on the moon. They were the bad guys still.
Yeah. Who would have fucking thought? The only time, and this is unfortunately before everything, was the one where they painted Hitler in a not bad light, but he's still bad light, was the show Preacher, where he's in hell and he's doing like he's reliving his worst moment over and over and over and over again. And you actually feel bad for him for like a brief second because he's not that bad guy anymore. He's lived through it over and over. Then he becomes that same piece of shit again. And you're like, what a slimy fuck. They're the only ones who put like a little like humanity on him. Seth Rogen did it, so it must be okay, right? And and then he's still a piece of shit. That was the lightest form of him ever. Maybe that other movie. I didn't see the whole thing though. What was that one? The Hitler movie that came out recently? Comedy.
Oh,
Imaginary Hitler.
I mean, it's a weakness of good people to believe that other people are good, right?
Right. How do you want to put humanity on it? Because no one could be that evil.
No one could possibly, without something horribly going wrong, be that bad.
Right.
But we're fucking wrong.
Not Joe Rogan, Seth Rogen. Different Rogan, Toby.
Oh, yeah, no, different Rogan. Better Rogan.
Better Rogan. Weird laugh, but better Rogan. He does. So yeah, he made. I mean, but the thing about the Preacher too is, Preacher was a comic book, or graphic novel, whatever. Yeah, and they followed it. They fent it. They actually kept it pretty close to the fucking thing. I mean, again, back to the censorship. There is no fucking governmental censorship going on Twitter. The guy broke. In fact, he broke terms of service so many times, and I think they even favored him more because he broke terms of service a billion fucking times. He broke constitutional law a billion fucking times.
They originally stuck with it because they were like, "This is historic. This is
right.
The president."
Except for he's advertising fucking beans.
And then they fucking broke the dam and shit spilled everywhere, and they were like, and they cleaned it up.
Censorship. All right. That's it.
It's not fucking censorship. They just took away the fucking platform.
And here's the thing. If you're disagreeing with me, you might want to look to your left and right.
If you disagree with us, fuck you.
Yeah, look to your left and look to your right, because honestly, if it's even that big of a question that your allies in arms are the Nazis, the white supremacists, the KKK,
fucking skinheads. Yeah.
Skinheads. I mean, honestly, that's no matter what your take on other issues that people give a shit about, like, healthcare and all that stuff. They're on your side. They're on your fucking side. and fuck them. And I hate this also logic where people are all like, let's try to mend it. Let's start the healing. I'm like, no, there needs to be justice right now because those people who broke those rules and ruined things need to be fucking paid for.
You want to see a thing I'm mad about? People saying we need to heal now? What about when the shit I support got stumped into the fucking ground?
Yeah.
And they were like, well, take it.
What about when McConnell like shoved a finger up his own ass for fucking like a year almost? Like, get the fuck when he's fucking limp. Everyone's so fucking limp. Whatever. Get your wife in here.
Anyway. Is it time?
It's time. I gotta put the picture up anyway, so it's fine.
I gotta get her on the phone. Hold up.
I'll say that.
Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop.
Bum 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 bum.
I can't type baby with type texting. Like with 8 Ys, which is the number of Ys I needed. Oh, good. You had it there. Hey, everybody.
I'm quick.
It's time for a great big helping of Real or Bullshit, my hot new game. This one is vintage ads related. So, base concept. Either this is a real old-ass advertisement, or it's a cleverly designed Photoshop. Not AI related this time.
Nope. But that's fine. We got to go to the arena for this, though. Get on your hiking boots.
We have to go. Oh yeah, because we need the big screen.
We need the big screen. How do you like the arena, by the way?
Boots on again. God damn it.
The arena is called Man with 2 N's versus Machine. That's the name of the area.
Oh, you fucked up there. I mean.
Well, no, I used it. I thought it's a good arena. Multi-purpose. It's a multi-purpose arena.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I used it for the other one too. So.
I got the boots on. I can't believe you beamed me this time. That was way better. Why did I put the boots on?
Yeah, we filled up. We sang. We danced.
Yeah, okay. I'll take the boots back off. You're gonna make
is
me walk
is she
back,
coming? Do I got to do this? I already see what the first one is, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
There's names.
I'll get to the names. I'll get to the names. Am I starting or am I waiting? Am I starting or am I waiting?
No, you can start because my wife said she wants to finish an episode of Simpsons. I don't know how much time is in that.
Oh, that's a lot of time.
So,
I don't actually know.
It might be 5 minutes. It might be 10. She already missed Lucy, so yeah. Anyway, what's this one called?
Oh my God, it's called Atari. See, I wonder if I could play video games. You bet it would be Atari. I think this is real. I think it's legit though. Stevie isn't superstitious by rules. When it comes to, you actually would have. Oh my God. But when it comes to fun, he knows what's what. It is bigger. I can make it bigger.
No, this is fine. This is the right amount of big.
There we go. I think this is real. My friends tell me the graphics are the best. I don't know what that means, but I know the Atari 2600, they must be uptight and out of sight. I think this is real. Only Atari brings the arcade class. Wait, did you make them or were this fake advertising? Did you make it or did someone else possibly make it?
No, someone else on the internet. I'm not clever enough for this shit.
Oh, okay. Damn it. That changes things. Only Atari brings...
Do you know how much time it would take for me to make this?
Not sure if she was that young when 2600 came out. 2600 came out in the early 70s. Didn't it? No, it came out mid 70s.
No, a fucking Atari. I was a baby.
Well, Atari lasted a long time. Atari 2600 was the home. No. Atari was 70s. Wasn't it?
70s? I'm gonna look this shit up. You keep analyzing.
I'm looking this up.
Which Atari does it say it is? Which
2600.
2600. Okay.
77. Suck it.
82.
Mid 70.
Oh, it came out.
As I said, Atari was one of the longest consoles before it got an upgrade because of it went from 77 to like 87 when the Nintendo came out, or 85.
Chat is real hard against Bull.
Think it's bullshit?
A lot of people think it's bullshit too.
Only Atari brings the arcade classics to home. Oh, there's a typo in the font though. There's no space after the period. Only Atari 2600 has some versions of Stevie's favorite Space Invaders, Pac-Man, Missile Command, Asteroids, Breakout, and more. The greatest arcade hits of all time. So he has them all. He likes to hear his friends having fun. Simple, straightforward. With some system controllers, TV would be all thumbs. What use of the numbers you can't see when you can't see? That's why Atari gives easy use joysticks and paddles. Even Steven can't fumble his way through a joystick. You don't need 2 people to play with an Atari 2600 or even 2 eyes. All the best Atari games can be enjoyed by a single player. Steve likes to play alone, even he has no idea what's happening. I love the sound of fun.
Okay. I can give the answer. This one, of fucking course, is fake, Tool. God damn it.
I wanted to believe. I wanted to believe.
This one's bullshit.
I've seen this ad, though. I've seen the ad, like, probably on Reddit.
Yeah,
a long
no.
time ago.
I tried to focus on ones... Sorry, your computer died. I tried to plug it back in, but I don't know how well it's charging up on my charger. Hey, everybody. Guess who's back? It's her name, and not the camera. Boop. There it is. It's the same.
Make big money raising delicious chinchillas, says Jubal Spinkle, top chinchilla farm report, Niobrara, Nebraska. 200,000 Americans are making big money in the latest cash crop. Chinchillas, safe and easy to raise. Chinchillas provide beautiful fur and tasty meat, and the market has never been better. Ned Chinchilla Supply is the most trusted chinchilla wholesaler in the USA. Count on us to provide everything you need to raise and maintain a harvest delicious, profitable chinchillas right in your home. Starter brown velvet chinchilla is guaranteed to litter every 120 days. 250 per pair. Fake. The money.
Wait, because the price?
The money says 250 per pair. That's a lot.
All right, I'm gonna
chinchilla.
look up how much a chinchilla costs now, and we'll see if inflation has kept up.
That cost like 3 Ataris when this ad was made.
A chinchilla
and the
right
grinder
now costs anywhere between $150 and $350 a piece.
right now.
Right. So that's what that is. So the inflation rate doesn't match.
No, what if it was? Okay, hear me out. What if this person had a bunch of?
Fake. They're more common now. Maybe that grinder doesn't even make sense either.
They
$109.
a lot of chinchillas in the
$109 for that grinder, that heavy piece of fucking machinery, and $250 for a fucking chinchilla or 2 chinchillas. Get the fuck out of here.
This is very well done, though.
It is.
What do you mean super value? $109. I don't understand how this isn't real.
That price match makes sense. They should have lowered the chinchillas by a lot.
You can't just put 50 chinchillas in a grinder and buy it for cheap.
It's 2 chinchillas for $250.
Have you ever? Okay, that actually keeps up with inflation. Have you ever eaten a chinchilla?
No, I've had guinea pig.
Have you ever had chinchilla sausage?
No, I've had guinea pig. That's the most rodent-y thing I think I've had.
You've had a guinea pig?
They started at Chino Latinos. Is this fake?
Did the poll close?
Yeah, it's closed.
Oh yeah, this is fucking fake as shit, dude.
Of course it was.
I love this game. Remember?
This is called Cocoa Nut. Cocoa
with an
nut.
A.
Yeah, with an A.
Cocoa nut.
Ah, the candy mother used to make. Remember the smell of hot chocolate cooking? Remember the thrill of waiting
Mama
to lick the pan?
Nut?
The first bite of Welch's Cocoa Nut Bar will bring back memories of exciting taste and wonderful heavenly aroma when mother made candy. Whenever you think, it's like something good, reach for Welch's Welch's? Cocoa Nut. Did they make chocolate?
Might have to refresh.
I'm going to say this is legit.
Welch's Cocoa Nut.
I'm going to say this is legit.
That girl is licking that boy's face.
Pretty much. And their brother and sister, which makes it right. That's also on the bad side of things. If you look to your left, you look to and you see your sister, right, who's also your wife, you're on the wrong side.
She's looking your face. You look to your right, you see a skinhead.
Mm-hmm.
Something is wrong.
Something is very wrong.
Yeah, no, I love. Here's the thing.
I like something good.
Fucking love old timey ads because
they're
Cocoa
misogynist.
They are fucked up. Like in time, I feel I'm gonna run this segment at least one more time.
you will learn. It is actually really hard.
Yeah, some
to
of them
tell
was
the
like,
difference.
one of them like condoned beating your wife. I read
Multiple. I
Yeah.
had to opt out of some of them because I'm like, this is too hot fucking topic.
Get to opt out. That's why.
I don't want to beat my wife. Let me take a stand right now. I will not beat my wife.
Well, hold on. You got to ask some rules. Did she burn the roast?
Oh, if she burns the roast, it's all game. All bets are on. Fucking, I love a roast.
How dare you?
Did I not use the vacuum cleaner that he bought me?
No, one of the ads was about she'll never deserve the
There were
licking
so many fucking
for
massages.
like
I had
burning food or something like that. I was like,
Mind.
damn.
Anyway, I think the predictions ended.
Yep.
This one's real. There used to
Yeah.
be a product called Welch's Cocoa Nut.
I figured. I mean, Welch is still a company, so
Apparently, in that era, they didn't know how to spell coconut.
for a better start in life, start cola earlier.
How soon is too soon, Tool?
Promotes active lifestyle, boosts personality. It's a baby. Gives
It's a baby.
body essential sugars. How soon is too soon? Not soon enough. Laboratory tests over the last 3 years have proven that babies who start drinking soda during the early formative period. I think this is fake.
How so?
Here's why I think it's fake. I think it's fake because they called it soda. I think if an early ad they called it soda pop.
I'm not sure you're right, Tool, on that logic.
All right, well, let's see
No,
if I'm right.
They called it soft drinks
I don't think they
because
called it soft
hard
drink.
drinks had alcohol and soft drinks like Coca-Cola, which didn't have alcohol but had fucking cocaine in it, they called those soft drinks. And it happened during Prohibition.
I was very tempted to put cocaine ads in this, by the
I
way.
should have. I see
There's a
some
couple.
cocaine ads from the 80s. From the 80s.
You want to know why we have an opioid crisis?
it was like clothing attire for if you use cocaine. It was highbrow shit too.
If you have a fucking toothache, you can get some fucking cocaine.
What does that say? The Soda Pop Board of...
Soda Pop
yeah,
Board of America. Also, notice how they put Soda Pop down there, but not anywhere in the ad. I hope I'm right, or else I have egg on my fucking face. Well, the timer goes. I'm going to make a refill of my fancy drink.
Nobody is taking the bold stance.
Okay,
I'm trying to say this is fucking real.
then I'll say it's fake.
Well, congratulations, you've chosen the same thing everyone else chose.
Oh, well, I can't see that part. I made this full screen.
That's okay. I appreciate your strong stance.
Are my friends here yet?
Oh, Lucy said that she misses you.
Oh, there she is.
Lucy is not online right now, I don't think. This one is fake as shit.
Lucy's gone. I told you it was fake. No one ever believes me.
People were passing around. Okay, so here's the criteria I went with. Are you ready for this?
Let's hear it.
Ones that people passed around online as being real that had to be debunked.
Oh, like on Snopes?
Yeah. Hey, what does this one say, Tool?
I'll get to it. It's called Ketchup.
Of course.
Although you wrote the name of the file though.
Yes,
Mama says only good boys get hunts.
Uh-huh. Why do good boys get hunt?
Tomato ketchup. Ketchup now. It's
Ketchup.
hunts. It's got
Hunts.
sweet spice flavor. Get the fuck out of here. But it's
Got
mild
sweet
enough. But it's mild enough to use as baby food. Now, here's the thing. It's the digestible sweet spice flavor the babies prefer in Hunt's ketchup. That's why it makes delicious alternative to baby food in a pinch. Hunt's ketchup is packed. See, that's the thing okay, hold on. Hunt's ketchup is packed with healthy vitamins and energy-giving dextrose and is strained to be a smooth and velvety. Each 8-ounce serving is equivalent to eating a dozen large beefsteak tomatoes, but without the muss and fuss.
Do we have a year for this one?
I don't have years for any.
It doesn't have a year anywhere on there. It says it's from Hunt's Food
hard.
Inc. something California. So here's a couple issues. They refer to it as in a pinch, which I don't think they would try to sell as a fucking supply product. Secondly, they spilt it on the fucking thing on the top, which doesn't match it. I'm thinking this is fake.
Damn, Tool.
I'm going to.
I hope I'm right. I'm Detective Tool right now. I have logic to why I hate it.
It's mild enough to eat as baby food.
Okay, so I'm going to argue that this is real because of it the same line you used, that it'll do in a pinch. Because during the Great Depression, there was a thing
made
called
after
Hoover
that.
Soup. Right, but these
though?
babies are going to come out of, their parents will have been during the Great Depression. So it's like, oh, it's okay to eat ketchup. Like, oh, look, we're using it to spice. Hoover Soup was water and ketchup like mixed together. You could go to a restaurant and take their ketchup and take the free glass of water and make Hoover Soup.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
I really like your logic because it covers up the fact that this is bullshit.
Yeah. So it is bullshit. And here's another thing why in this type of era, we were not doing about Great Depression. We were talking about overindulging in material things. So ads would be focusing on how you want to have all the best in luxury products, and a lot of it.
It wasn't in color.
Wait,
yeah.
So did you?
Yeah, this is bullshit.
Yeah, it's bullshit. It's
So
fake.
this is
bullshit.
fake?
Yeah.
Wow, they got me.
Yeah. They do a good job on that.
I'm detective right now. Oh, this one's gonna be hard.
Cool. It's all in.
No, I
How
was
about
wrong
this
on
one?
the first one, I think. Yeah, I was wrong on the first one. I just wanted it to be true, I suppose. Listerine.
Listerine shave cream.
Who else seconds the motion of shaving cream? Can't make shaving a pleasure. Men are flocking to try our no hook'em lather because our ads appeal to their intelligence. It's obvious that the question of which shaving cream I think, is not of world-shattering importance, and just as obvious that we'd like to become a regular buyer of our product. But instead of starting our story with an unsupported promotion or promise of pleasure, we prefer a premise that the only fun conceded, is that what it says? Yeah, with shaving or is having a... God, this is a lot. Fuck it. It's 35 cents a tube, lasts and lasts, months after month after month. Remember, there are two types of Listerine shaving cream. Out of this tubes comes Swell shaves for men who prefer no brush cream.
These fucking eyes.
Listerine brushless shaving cream. I think this is real.
Really?
I think this is real. One, the pricing matches the point. A little bit there. The text is hard to read, and it fades in and out. So this looks like it was scanned. You have the black border on that. I know, and that's also another thing. The razor is on point. So the guy who edited it might have went out of his way to make sure the razor was on point.
He has so many folds on his neck, Tool.
I think this is. I know, but I think this is a bad scan.
Magazine.
It's because he's getting so much pleasure from shaving.
It's so minty.
He put this on his face and then he went ooh.
It's also from Lamb Beat Pharmacal Company, St. Louis. They didn't say pharmaceutical; they said pharmacal, which is cool too. And also this product's also posting in the fact that it lasts, and how its shade is brushless. If this was fake, I don't know if they'd focus on the brushless part. I'm going with legit.
Brushless, but they used
my shaving cream is brushless.
Used to use brushes though.
Yeah, they had to use brushes in the day.
I'm gonna.
What do you think?
No, I'm gonna say this is fake just because y'all are saying it's real.
Damn, what a stance! What a brave person you are.
What is it?
This one's real. This one's a real ad. Listerine used to make shaving cream. Who knew?
I figured. Oh, for fuck's sake! All right, this is gonna be hard. Okay, it's called potato sauce.
Potato sauce by Nally's.
So besides me really wanting the first one to be true.
Oh man, I want potato sauce so bad. I wish they still made it.
Oh, unless it's fake. Monk, did you unfollow me and follow me again? You dick! Now let the party begin. The original pure potato condiment.
Mm-hmm.
Nally's. I never heard of that company before, so I'm off to a not good start.
Nally's,
potato sauce.
Cool.
We have Nally's here. They make really chili. It's good.
Okay. The fun will...
It's $1 a can.
Also, it's a cheap product. Good. The fun will be
The
fun will be starting when you serve up sizzling steaks smothered in Nally's potato sauce. Blended from the finest Idaho potatoes. Spring water with a pinch of spices. Nally's potato sauce brings nearly indectable earthy zest in any dish. Used in place of catsup, cheese, or lard to add a new twist to your meats. I think it's real. The tagline "Nally's is adequate," I think is legit.
I just want potato sauce, dude.
I think this is
that sounds
scanned
fantastic.
Again. The chipmunk's on point. The only thing that makes me nervous, the only fucking thing, is the way the plate is covering those people there, but it also fits kind of just fine too. The plate's proper, the goo on there's proper. The steak and how it would present it is proper, but they could have changed the color of ketchup, because that also looks like one of the ads they use for ketchup, where they put ketchup on a steak. It looks very similar to that one. I'm still gonna say it's real.
Who would fucking put ketchup on a steak?
One of the earlier ads was ketchup on a steak, and it was very similar to plated how this is. So that is right. They could have changed the color of it though, to make it look yellow. I still think it's real.
I love that there's an even split in chat on the votes.
I know he does look like a Minnesota State Fair mascot, which is also kind of funny as well.
All right.
I'm gonna say, can I vote? Because my computer died.
Yeah. Tell me.
I think this is fake. Your ketchup bottle argument convinced me.
Yeah, it's true. This one is fake. It used to be a ketchup bottle.
Was it? Ah!
Yeah. You got it. You nailed it.
I nailed what it was. I went with it anyway. But it was ketchup, right? God damn it. I even told the original ad it was. I'm so upset.
Oh, yeah, it's fake as shit.
Ketchup bottle.
Okay, let me just say for the record, though, fucking potato sauce sounds like it'd be so good.
No, it wasn't the potato bottle.
Steak.
I'm saying how it was poured on this. I'm saying the ketchup looked similar to how it was poured on the steak from the ketchup ad, not the bottle. The ketchup
I just want to pour mashed potato on my steak.
Well, I assumed it was like just like a brown sauce, just a little lighter color. So like a Heinz 57. It was a potato sauce, what it sounded like
But
to
it's
me.
got like that starchy.
Well, no, like fish sauce doesn't taste like fish.
It's like gravy and mashed potatoes, like immersion blended together.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
I want that.
I don't think there was that. Wait, did it actually say it uses potatoes?
I don't think.
I thought it was supposed to be used.
It's Idaho.
It did say it blended from the potato. I didn't pay attention to that. I didn't know that.
Sounds delicious.
But I am actually proud of myself that I knew the ketchup ad that this was ripped off of, because I was like, it looks so familiar. Damn it, that was good.
Fucking ketchup on steak monsters.
But that's what it's from. That's what that ad is from. Wow, we did it. I gotta get Cheese Man's topic up.
Wait, that was it?
That was it. That was all 6. I got 4 out of 6.
I thought I had 7 in there.
Nope.
Did I fuck up?
No, that's 7. That's all 7. Sorry. That's
okay.
7. I just went left to right, so it's all there. I got 5 out of 7 then. I only got 2 wrong. I got the first and last one wrong.
But now, for the record, the babies drinking soda thing was reported as being true on so many websites. I had to do some deep fucking search to figure out that one was fake. Good job,
Yay.
Internet faker.
Soda pop. Let's get to the long dong. Last topic. Are you gonna play Town Salem after this? Or are you getting off?
I can play some Town Salem. I'm an idiot. I'll do it.
Oh man. We're not letting viewers in. I'm gonna hide my screen for you.
You're gonna bounce, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. My wife is gonna bounce. She saw the old ads. She got what she wanted.
Thanks for hanging out. We're gonna listen to some long dong about cattle mutilation, I guess.
Oh, that's my name. Boop. Let's make myself.
Oh wait, no, never mind. That's the next one. I don't know. We're doing it again. He said not to go over 152.30 because he's gonna do the next one. So I guess I got to stop when he tells me stop. Okay.
Which is how you should handle life.
No, when she says, never mind. Let me boost this up. Let me make sure the audio's loud. It is. Let's go. Oh, we gotta walk to our room. Let's walk to our room.
Fucking more walking tool. Really?
Mmm. Soggy.